Yeah.
Did someone say snacks?
Oh, Jesus.
Did someone say snacks? Did someone say snacks? Someone said snacks.
Oh my gosh. I was like, they shouldn't be talking to me in here. Milk? No. Oh, shit. I tried to show you what it was and I spilled it all over my keyboard. Fuck.
For last time, is he your friend now, or does he hate your guts,
Right.
or do you owe him? You know, and all that will play into it. And we've done all the detailing, so you can just end. Somebody can say, "We need cheese. We need stinky cheese." I got this idea for a prank. Yeah, and we got all the shops, and this is what it costs. And if you want cheese with maggots in it, try this place. You know.
So we have a game. We have a game on that we do on Tuesdays. It's a Pathfinder game called Curse of the Crimson.
A new yet not so new spin on how a soul works. Gives me an idea, if you relate it to quantum physics. To me, it makes the most sense out of what an afterlife could possibly be, mixing the scientific with the metaphysical. Okay.
A lot of things as a DM, like if you get into a situation where you're like, they don't get what I'm going for, waiting for them to guess the number you're thinking of is not fun for anybody. So having lots of ways to pull them towards the goal or ways to shift the goal is important.
And I think skill checks can help too, because like I always say, I not only do I always say it, but oftentimes you hear players say, well, my wizard's a lot smarter than I am.
Yeah,
he could probably figure this out. So giving them the chance to get that information from their character.
I did one recently on True Crime Tuesday about Havana syndrome, and I had on a British intelligence agent, Frank Milburn, and I got good reception about it. Frank is on the inside. In fact, George Knapp had him on Coast to Coast as well. And he's got documents. He's got things that, and this is how much it spooked me, Nick. And I have not talked on the show about this at all.
Okay.
We did the show on Havana syndrome, and I'm talking to one of my buddies, and I think it was 3 days after we did the show on Havana syndrome, the CIA comes out and says Havana syndrome did not originate in Russia. After Frank comes out and says, I have documents that show Havana syndrome originates in Russia, that they use RF energy.
There's a game called Dick and Milk. Sorry, I don't know what Dick and Milk is. Oh, Nuts and Milk. Dick a game A. I gotta know. Oh my god, they're little penises! Oh my god! The racetrack's over here, buddy. He's like, I'm just gonna go hang out. Yeah. Now the finish line, you just missed the finish line. That's a building, dude. No, you can't go through the door. You can't go through the door. Sorry. I mean, maybe you kind of can. And then you spawn right back. I do what I want. Oh my god! What is it doing? Is it gonna spawn right? I can't do it anymore. Don't do it again. I'm sorry. thing is bullshit. Bullshit. Well, glad I'm wearing my brown pants.
Alexa team partnered with Paizo and wanted to do basically a role-playing video game that was entirely audio. So it's kind of halfway between, you know, a computer RPG and halfway between like an audio choose your own adventure.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, and so like it's fun because it's this thing where you can essentially play through a single player Starfinder adventure, you know, while you're cooking dinner or whatever. You just say, and I'm sure I'm going to set some people off right now, but you say, Alexa, play Starfinder or play the Starfinder game, and it'll pop up with this whole, you know, high production value game. You know, it's full cast. It's got, you know, sound design and everything. It's really quite slick. And, you know, they got great voice actors. You know, I'm very proud they got both Laura Bailey and Nathan Fillion in there. So, you know, the idea that's like, oh my God, I'm writing dialogue for somebody who was on Firefly.
I will tell you a secret. If you Google RPG consent form, it is the very first thing that comes up. It is a PDF. Like Hello Operator said, it's fillable. I really enjoy it because it does get very specific. I believe it like differentiates between like different types of natural disasters and different types of not just like romantic relationships, but like player on player, player on NPC, NPC on NPC. Like it gets very, very specific. And especially like, you know, Nick, I know you said to like a group of people that doesn't know each other. I've talked about it a couple times on my TikTok channel, and I've heard stories of people being like, hey, I used this for the first time after you mentioned it, and we realized one of the players in our group had a trigger that they weren't comfortable sharing with the rest of the group, and the consent form gave them the vehicle to address that in a non-public.
It's mostly focused on the original movie, but yeah, they give it carte blanche. So I would say I feel very privileged and lucky. I probably got to add more to the world of Escape New York than anybody else has since the making of the film. Nice. So yeah, that's really cool to have that creative space to be able to add a load that had all these gangs, and I've got all this like backstory and stuff in there on the characters, and all that's kind of new, right? Taken from as much as I can from the source material and then built out in a way that I think is really faithful to the property.
Run, girl, run.
No, 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 no.
Oh, direct hit. I get bonus points for direct hits. Direct points, Sunstrider. I get direct points. Oh, they got me with the flashlight. Clips, all of your clips. Give me your clips. Yeah.
It's important, and particularly if you're new at GM, it's important to know that you don't have to work out every detail of everything right from the start. That you can have this big world out there, and you kind of know some of the broad strokes of it, but your first campaign or adventures or whatever can be set in like, you know, little archipelago of islands or on a little peninsula sticking out from it, or if you're going to an established world like a corner of the map where there isn't much written about it, and you can kind of make up your own stuff. And once you start building a little bit like that, then you'll gain confidence, and you can, as you go, you can add more and more information as it becomes appropriate to what your player characters are actually doing.
Doesn't look like it on our side.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that prepared. He is going to. Oh, he's gonna unload one of his most powerful spells at all of you.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
what's kind of your style when you're putting it together a story, or are you kind of a mix mash depending on the situation?
Yeah, I mean, I always say my process is chaos.
Okay. That's a good. I'm writing that. I'm adding that to the list.
Yeah, my process is chaos. It's different for every book. Different books have different needs. Like, for example, with the Anti-Darkened books, because they were historical, I had to do a tremendous amount of research, and I did have to outline those because I was hitting certain historical events, and I needed to make sure that I had the timeline that I wanted and that I was hitting the things that I needed to, but that also the story made sense and was a compelling story using those events. So those books took me a lot longer to write. They were maybe a 3 or 4 month draft, and then obviously a lot of time in revision. Then you have things like The Dark Symbols of Frankenstein, where I had the idea for a while, I had noodled around with things, and then once I actually figured out what the draft was, 7 days.
But your characters don't know that. So behave as though your characters don't know, but you players do. So I can be like very like, imminent danger. What are you going to do? A bucket full of puppies. But like the players know that I'm not actually trying to like traumatize them.
There are specific questions. You can't plan for all of the little minutia for
Right.
sure. You're gonna have to fly by the seat of your pants most of the time, and that's the dark art of game master.
Yes. Yeah, I've done both, and they're different ways and perspectives. Honestly, it's a lot like it's kind of like top down versus bottom up design, right? So if you're gonna front load all of your information, that's more of a bottom up way of doing things, because you're going to take and you're going to build and establish all of these details about things beforehand, and then just that way you have the answers in front of you when somebody comes up and interacts with something, versus the other way where you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants, and you establish these things as you go, and then you're like, oh yeah, and you make a note of it for the world for down the line, and you're like, okay, so we'll add that in later.
It is Toivo's
It's time to start the podcast. It's time to play some games. It's time to have some fun here on the Epic Show tonight.
We'll see some off the pod here. Enjoy some great alerts. We'll have a grand old time here watching Epic Realms tonight. We love it when we come here. We clip all of the screens. The chat gets kind of trolly on Epic Realms scenes. But that's an awesome part of the Epic family. So let's enjoy the show now and start another hype train. We'll see the spicy chips fly on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, epicational. This is what we call the Epic Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in to Epic Realms is hosting some amazing people. First, we have a Fight in a Box owner, game designer, psycho crazy awesome dude, the one and only Seppy Yoon with an I, even though I put a Y on there.
It's a Y.
It's a Y.
Why? Thanks for having me back for my 8th time on the.
Honestly, who counts? Who even counts this? That's ridiculous to sit and count how many times you've been in Epic Realms. That's not even a thing. Nobody does that. Nobody.
Right below him, we also have his co-conspirator. You've seen him here for doing Mechanical Corners. He's been on Off the Pod. Amazing artist and designer and just all-around cool dude. The one and only Mark Eberhard. Welcome on in, Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me for the 5th time on Epic Realms. Because who counts?
You know what? Guess what, Nick? I've been on with you like tons of times. You just haven't counted it. I don't understand.
I mean, I'm not the one counting.
I've played games with you and stuff, and okay.
And of course, last but certainly not least, he's a moderator extraordinaire, amazing friend of the stream, amazing friend of me, and just awesome guy that just fucking is everywhere. You'll see him everywhere. The one and only Octavius, right there above me.
4 times.
Today we are playing a game known as Conquest Princess Conquest Princess can be found right now on Kickstarter. You've got about 24 hours left to go and check it out. And let me post. I have Nightbot is supposed to be posting this link, but it hasn't been posting it the entire time. So I'm just going to go like this. There's the link to Conquest Princess. You can definitely go and check it out. And if you enjoy it today, it's a big box game, so it's not tiny. It's not a tiny game.
It's almost
A lot of girth.
7 pounds.
Yeah, girthy.
It's like a
7
small
pounds,
child.
Nick.
It's like a small child.
7 pounds.
It's bigger than my cat.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm going to let Seppy and or Mark take us away into the world of Conquest Princess.
Wah! Come with me. If you believe in a world of imagination. All right, so we are now entering the fashion verse. Welcome to Conquest Princess. Fashion is power. In Conquest Princess, the main box, it is the first story arc is Conquest Princess versus the Fashion Tyrant. Now, it has 4 scenarios, and it has its own story. We are going to be playing the first mission, if you would, in the second story arc, which is what the Kickstarter is right now. And so the second story arc is called Conquest Princess versus the Necropede, or Knight of the Necropede, if you would. Okay? So, in the first mission, in the first box, you have the tutorial mission, so that when you all fantastic people get the game, make sure you do not skip the tutorial mission. Now, for the expansion, we added a half step between the tutorial and the standard mission, which we call a training mission. And that is what we're going to play today. Too much information, right? I've already lost Nick. I saw his eyes glaze over. Yes, it's a thing. So
I heard Knight of the Necropene. That's what I heard.
Whoa,
Not sure.
That's the
Completely different game, Octavius.
That's sorry.
Yeah,
that's for our only fans.
That's the only that you're gonna have to follow Mark if you want that. So all right.
I'm following Mark now, right now. Take my money. He's very handsome.
Too true. Too true to be real. All right, so in this first scenario, which is called The Beach on the Edge of Tomorrow, we will be jumping into the action that happens after the first story arc ends. I know Epic Realms is very big into RPGs, and so I'm giving you more story, and I love me some story, okay? So the Agents of the Tiara, which is the Temporal Intergalactic Armed Response Agency, are getting a much-needed break after their final confrontation with the fashion tyrant Mugaga. Okay? They go to Sarong 5, the paradise planet, the vacation planet, and in particular, the paradise moon of Ferlisium. So that is where our action will be taking place today. Okay? 3 of the agents have already beamed down to the moon. One of the agents, which is blue, which is you, Octavius, is currently outfitting the turtle tank with water wings to join in the fun when our intrepid scout and adventurer, Captain Ashi, was going to join us. Now, Captain Ashi is maybe a little insecure, and that's why you always use his full title. But Captain Ashi is not the captain of our living ship, which is named after our organization. For the record, Captain Ashi is not the captain of the Tiara.
But they're the captain.
He's like Captain Jack or Captain Jack Sparrow. Like he has the title, but who is he really in charge of? Just himself.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Katie,
Ashi in the tutorial got infected with space madness. And little did we know
you got to wrap it up.
That was also hidden inside the space madness was the Armageddon virus that triggered the events that are in Night of the Necropede. So he steps into the teleporter, and the combination of the Tiara teleporter and the Captain Ashi's remnants of space madness opens up a necro vortex. Now, how could this possibly happen? How could Mugaga know this about the tiara? Any ideas, Nick?
No ideas.
Well, you can find out hints about that in Princess Zero. And Octavius, you know what Princess Zero is?
I do not. Why did you
It
tell
is
us?
the comic book that now comes inside the Conquest Princess box.
What?
Yes, Conquest Princess is not only 4 different games put into one big box, it has also got a
7 pounds.
40-page comic book, Mark.
Yeah, 40.
It's a 40-page comic book.
Now I want this.
You should it's a zine. If you only want the comic book that tells you the prequel story to what happened before the forming of the Temporal Intergalactic Armed Response Agency, you find out the dark history of our giant robot, the Conquest Princess, because the game is named after the most powerful weapon for justice in the galaxy, your giant robot, the Conquest Princess. Great. Are we all on board? Who have I lost the most? Did I lose you the most, Nick?
I'm distracted because I'm running stuff. So luckily I sat down with you at Con of the North and got to play a little bit to remember.
Yes. Okay, so the Necro Vortex opens from Ashi trying to beam down for Elysium, and that is where our action starts. Okay. So, Octavius, as you have watched us play before, you understand that we have a time-space ship and we have a time-space agency. Okay? So the save point for this Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow moment is this attack that we are suffering from right now, mid-attack. So if we ever lose, this is the point that we would have to come back to. Boom. Okay? So, for folks who don't know, Conquest Princess is a series of missions, and the only way to win the game is to complete your mission. Are you ready, Octavius, for the details of the things that we must do?
I have a pen.
Okay, number 1, we have to get Ashi to Red 5. Red 5 standing by. Okay?
Yep.
We have to help
Go,
him
Blue
complete
Leader.
his teleportation to seal the Necro Vortex. Okay? Number 2, we have to make sure the Necropede, which is being reanimated by all of this Necro energy, is decapitated again. Like currently, you see all these hits hanging out. It is decapitated. Well, that's why it's a Necropede. It will keep on coming back. And so we have to decapitate it while Ashi has done this thing.
Right. So bring the Necropede to its bris, right? So we got that. What's next?
And Mark, what is the last quality that we have to do to make sure that we have completed the training mission?
These tiles here on what is called the Halo, which is what Seppy? What does Halo stand for?
Heads up, assistant logistical orbital.
So these tiles need to make it to the bag.
Yes. So we have to power up the Bag of Destiny by launching all the special tiles into the bag. There's a hard mode where all of these tiles have to be in the bag when all the conditions are met. But we're going to play easy mode today because Nick can't spell my name right.
It's with an I, right?
How do we get those tiles in the bag, Seppy?
Even in English, where names ending in I are for women, and or people who have female personas. And,
is that an actual thing? If it ends in an I, it's supposed to be for girls? That's very sexist.
Traditionally, that's the one. Jodie Henning had such a problem with it that she literally changed her name, her persona, to Jodie the girl, because she spells her name with a Y. And she's like, that's really weird. Everybody assumed that I was a man.
Weird. I would have never assumed that.
Yeah, no, you look at Jodie. Jodie is she creative director now or head designer for Halloween games, Mark? Do you remember which one?
I am not sure.
I know plenty
That's her
of
title.
girls named Nikki with a Y and not an I.
That's a good Nikki with a Y could be a guy's name too. But with an I, it's a girl's name. But that's traditional. Like Conquest Princess, speaking of pronouns, all the characters have female pronouns except for Green, who has a they, them pronoun. My pronouns are they on the screen, Nick? Did you add our pronouns to our
I
screen?
did not. I didn't. I just put the names on there because I can add them.
Okay. But if you want to, please do that. Update them with our pronouns. I'm Seppy, I'm a he, him. It's just a good idea to ask now in today's like realm of consideration. All right, so we have those 3 conditions. Octavius, do you remember our 3 conditions? You've written them down. Can you read your own writing?
I wrote 2 of them down, so the third one escapes me. But I know we have to get Ashi to red 5. We need to make sure to clip the necropede right at the base, and then the third thing was very complicated. I got to put the things in the bag, right?
Yeah, things in the bag. That's how complicated
I remember.
it is.
Look at my noodles working. Yay.
Yeah, you got to put the things in the bag.
Things in the bag.
Absolutely correct. So the shiny bling things, need to go from here and get into the bag. Okay. And how we do that is our ship has different parts, and those parts all have different functions. And some of those parts functions are to inject these things into that bag. Woohoo! Yeah, we're doing it. Okay. Mark, did I cover all the win condition? Oh, I did not cover the lose condition. Mark, what is our lose condition?
The lose condition, there's only one way to lose, and that is running out of power, which means in this game where fashion is power, running out of things to wear.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yes, if the power deck, Octavius, ever runs out, which is this specific deck, then the timeline resets and we have to Groundhog's Day ourselves back to this initial moment.
Okay.
Are we on board with that level of temporal shenanigans?
Yep.
Yep.
I hope so, because you're first.
Because I hope so.
I
you're
am.
first.
I don't even know what to do. What do I click on?
Are you comfortable with learn as you play? Can I give you some level of direction as we go during this first turn?
Yep, sure.
That is fantastic. Okay. So for this first turn, are you feeling lucky, Punk? Are you feeling lucky?
I don't know. Why am I a punk? What's happening? Yes, I feel so lucky.
All right. So the very first thing, Octavius, I would like you to do is take a shoot action. So the very first thing you're going to do is take your action coin and drop it onto the shoot icon.
Okay, so I'm going to bang, bang, shoot, shoot. Here we go.
Boom. Bang, bang. You shot him down. Now, I want you to shuffle the bag. Always shuffle the bag before you draw. And that's a right click to bring up the menu. And then pull one tile out of the bag. And that is how you shoot. So you are currently in the wardrobe and you are shooting this guy on this breach point number 8.
Okay, so I'm pulling the tile.
You can do it.
Okay.
I believe in you.
And then where am I poking it?
All right, so this is a very important part of this game, Octavius. Yeah. This is called a co-op bag builder. So when you shoot a bad guy, which you were shooting this bad guy over here, Octavius.
Okay.
You are going to drop that tile in the place where you shot the bad guy.
Okay, right here?
Yep.
Am I over it?
And just let it go.
It'll snap.
Okay, boom.
Oh, it'll snap.
And boom. Okay, so in this way, that hit has left our bag. Now there are less hits in the bag because this one shot that guy. And if you add anything horrible happen, like a miss or a critical fail, then that would go on your load area, which is right here, right above the coin that you used.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So far.
Okay. All right. So everybody's core suit is their unique ability, their unique fashion sense and ability. Okay. In Conquest Princess, fashion is power, and fashion gives you powers. Your core suit is your fashion item that gives you your unique power. And so what does your core suit, Octavius, say?
Is that on the card or the little circular thing there?
The circular thing inside
Okay.
this whole area is called your fashion plate.
Okay.
And the circle inside your fashion plate is called your core suit.
Okay, so the course who said slipstream mesh. Starter, take a power cube from the Titan field.
Here's the Titan field, and here's what power cubes look like. So why don't you take one of those and place them on your wrist blaster?
Give me that one.
Yeah.
And then
put
where?
it on your wrist blaster where there's space for one.
Oh, hey yo. Boom.
Boom. Okay, excellent job. Now that's going to happen at the beginning of your turn after you reload your action coins. That is when you take starters. Starters are a specific fashion or otherwise situation that you are allowed to use one of them. So that's great. Okay, so Octavius, next thing I would like you to do is take a move action.
Okay, so first you do an action from the bag, or you're doing like a shoot action, and now you do the move afterwards after you do the initial.
But you
action
can do them in
right?
any
Okay.
order. He's just asking you to do them in this order right now.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Just to kind of show what to do.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so how do I do a move action?
So you pick up your next action coin.
Okay.
You
Go
drop
set.
it on the move icon.
Okay. Oh, I see there. Okay. Yep, that makes sense
This
now.
area
So
is
moving.
called your actionometer. This is how you keep track of the moves that you did on your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're taking a move action, and what I would like you to do is move to an adjacent section of the ship, and where I want you to move is called engineering.
Okay.
So you are the blue agent, the shark mermaid.
Right.
And please move yourself to engineering.
I'm looking for engineering. Where is
Engineering is right here.
it? Oh, right there. Okay. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, I see the sections of the ship now. It's harder to see. It's much easier if you buy the game, go to Fight in a Box, and purchase the game. You'll be able to see the board super easy because it's right there in front of your face.
I've got it zoomed in
Mouse
so
wheel.
the audience can see really well.
Yes, mouse wheel too, Octavius, if you need to zoom
Right.
in.
I got you. I sees it. So there we go.
Okay.
I'm in engineering.
All right, so that's what you can do with that flavor of move action. You could have also, Octavius, moved a tile back to the bag or moved a fashion item to another agent in your space, or remove an obstacle.
Okay.
But you moved to another thing. That's great. Now I would like you to shoot this bad guy.
Okay, so I'm using my action token here. Apparently, I can do 4 things total during my turn.
Or if you use that 5th column and a power cube, you can do 5.
Gotcha. Okay, but you have to have 4 in here to do the 5th action. Would that be correct?
Oh, I love you're so ahead of the game. You need 4 of them. Do you see how there's 2 lines coming out from the power cube?
Yep.
You can use 1 power cube and use it in the final column. But if you have 4 power cubes, you can try to do your magical girl transformation.
I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we've got so this action is going to be shooting, bang bang,
Nice.
and now I'm pulling a tile from the bag for
You
that.
shuffle it and then pull
I
one
gotta
tile.
Shuffle.
You can do it.
You can do
Okay.
it.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
And then flip it over with an F. What is it?
Oh,
it's a hit.
Zoom. Can I zoom in? It's a it looks like a little bang bang shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
And
That's fantastic. You shot another bad guy. You are
I know.
now 95% more useful than Nick. Congratulations.
That was
Don't make me mute.
that's 95% true all the time.
Wouldn't that be 100%
Alright.
then if it's all the time?
Yeah, nothing's 100%. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, geez, Nick.
Yeah, like seriously.
This is gang up on Nick Day. Mark, you're still on my
No.
side, right?
We'll see. We'll see how your
I'm on
turn
your
goes.
side, Nick.
Wow.
Okay, so the engage symbol is the last icon, and I would like you to take an engage action now, please, Octavius.
Okay. So we're grabbing the token and we're putting it. You said in-game action, right? That's what it's called.
Engage.
Oh, engage. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. It's the Minnesota accent. There
It's
we go.
true. Oh yeah, you sure, you betcha. Okay, now, so Oofta now, you just engaged there in engineering and unleashed my power of the Nord there,
Nope,
Octavius.
I don't like this. Nope, you sound like my grandpa right now, Jeebus.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Don't you have a happily
Octavius,
RPG character that uses that voice, Seppi?
Oh, jeez, Octavius, that's none too good that I sound that old already. All right, so when you do an engage, you look in the section of the ship that you're on.
Okay. Oh, nope.
Notice how I illustrated the difference between my normal voice and a Minnesota accent. Ooh. The special effects during this. Your Minnesota filter, Nick, is really amazing. I'm glad you installed that for this stream. All right, what does this section of the ship say?
So for engineering, it says repair any ship sector or launch
a thing.
Oh, a thing. Yeah, it has a little symbol there. I'm not sure what that symbol entails.
In this TTS, we need to update it. It is actually the special die connected to engineering called the Titan Tile.
Okay.
So with your engage, you can either repair a part of the ship, and I recommend for survival reasons, you repair teleporters so you're not all alone.
Okay.
Or you could launch the Titan Tile into the Bag of Destiny, which we eventually have to do to win the game.
Sure. But we don't want to be alone either. So you definitely have options. So this is this all of these things are the repair?
No, it's great that you asked. Repair is an action that only happens in engineering, Octavius.
Okay, gotcha.
And let's talk about the status of the various ship sectors right now. Okay.
Sure. Let's do that.
When you can see the engage symbol in the background or no symbol at all, you can see the engage symbol, that means that section is fully functional.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll notice that there's no ship marker at all. That means this section is critically damaged. In the new version of these boards, it's more clear. It will say critical on the bottom. But this means this part of the ship is actually completely not functioning.
Okay.
Now, if you go over here to comms, this is what a damage section looks like on this prototype. The new prototype has damage labeled clearly as damaged. And so we fixed this problem with this prototype. But for today, while we are in Epic Realms, this is what functional looks like, this is what damage looks like, and this is what critically damaged looks like. Okay?
Am I following this?
Yeah, you're doing it. All right, so
I think so.
So when you repair a section, you go find the ship marker for it.
Okay.
And if it's critically damaged, you just add it back to the ship. If it is damaged, however, you just flip it over to its functional side.
So as you guys can see that there's the engineering and Mendery is it says that they look like they're functioning. It looks like the teleporter is not, right? So we grab the little teleporter circle thing and we drop it on there for the repair, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Good job, Octavius. Boop. Now, an engage ends your turn unless you are Mark, who is playing the smart one.
So you can, if you did that on your first action, then your turn would end.
You'd be done.
Okay.
So engages, you're really trying to line up, trying to sneak an engage in on every time. And now I'm very glad that you did this. For this first round, we're going to do something a little weird. We're going to play counterclockwise, but normally you play clockwise. Okay? So
now I give you the bag?
Yes, pass the bag to me. I'm purple.
Oops, no. Oh, no.
You practiced this. You practiced this. No.
No.
Listen, bag. There we go.
Lift, then move with the knees, Octavius. With the knees.
Lift, swing, and then sit down. Swing and then sit down.
I'm gonna move once.
I know how to move the bag.
I'm gonna move again to be in the same part of the ship as Mark.
Hi.
Now, in Conquest Princess, you use the power of fashion and friendship to overcome adversity. Okay? Mark, what does your core suit say?
My core suit says your first engage does not end your turn.
All right.
Oh, nice.
My core suit says add the teleporter icon to any space that you are in. Now, the teleport is a very special additional engage, and this is how it works. I'm going to engage, and since I add the teleporter icon to the space that I am, I can take the teleporter engage. The next part is I choose an agent anywhere.
Anywhere.
Now, I could take Ashi, but that wouldn't do very good because the teleporter is not fully working yet. I could take Red. But what I'm going to choose to do with Nick's consent is I'm going to choose Nick. Now, the next thing you do with the teleport is to choose the destination. What places can I choose as a destination normally, Mark?
You can usually choose any other teleporter icon.
Right. Any space which has the icon can be a destination for the agent that I chose. But
so in this scenario, those two spots are you and the teleporter on the ship, right?
Yeah, so like purple can always use an engage if the teleporter is working properly to bring somebody to them at the end of the turn, which is very, very, very powerful in a game where teaming up is such a big deal. But Octavius, what does teleporter's damage state say?
So the damage state says you may only teleport agents to this space. They do not get fast fashion.
Right. So I can only teleport them to teleport. Now, you always have to get consent because consent is sexy and mandatory. So, Nick, do I have your consent to teleport you?
Yes.
What if he said no? What if he said no? Then you wouldn't be able to use that action?
Yeah, then I'd have to pick somebody else.
I got you.
Mark, do I have your consent to use your core suit?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to use Mark's core suit to not end my turn with this engage. I'm going to use Nick's consent to send Nick to the ship. That was made possible because Octavius.
What the heck's going on? Mucky can see Octavius on screen. Mucky is confused.
Mucky
is.
Guess what? I'm here again 4 times, Mucky. 4. So that's a lot. That's a super huge amount.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Mark,
here.
Where are you
4
at?
times.
Where are you at, Mark? 5.
I'm at 5. Yeah,
Stephanie, where are you at?
It's 5.
Nobody's actually counting.
But nobody's counting except for whoever started this conversation.
Nobody's counting. But is that also made possible because you are near Mark right now? Is that why you can go ahead and use his core suit? And then because you did that, follow-up question, because you did that, is Mark still able to use his core suit then too?
That is such an excellent question. It is on your turn. So yes, there's no tap side for this. It's basically the first thing in your turn. And Red has also the first time I use it. It's also why we have an actionometer to tell you when the first time is, right? You always do the actions left to right and then take them one at a time. So you know when your first engage was or your first shoot action was. All right. Now, Mark, with your consent, I would like you to send you also to the ship.
Sounds good to me.
To join the party.
All right.
And I will face off against the Necropede alone.
Good luck.
It's not the first time I faced down a giant one-eyed set of monsters. All right, and now here we go. It is.
He said necropede.
Pede.
Not micro.
Feet. Pede, like feet.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm going to take a simple turn. I'm going to move into engineering. I'm going to move to put this blue tile back in the bag. And I'm going to engage to fix the teleporter and engage to put the Titan tile in the bag.
Wow, I love that. Boom, and go ahead.
Okay.
Knowing full well what's coming up in this deck.
So it looked to me, Mark and Seppy, that I put the teleporter, so that was half fixed then, and then once you flipped it over, it was fully fixed.
Fully fixed.
Fully fixed.
Now,
okay.
Now that it's fully fixed, we can use my location also as a place to land teleports. And when you get your molecules exfoliated, Octavius, You're probably already aware of this. When you're between dimensions, you can pick up fashion items.
You can. Yeah, that is
that's
actually true. That's where I got this.
Yeah, that's called fast fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thanks, Costco.
Thanks, Costco. All right. Nick.
It is
Nick's
my
an
turn.
expert, having played this game multiple times.
Yes, but it's all only been the beginner thing. So.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Nick, when in doubt,
shoot bad guys.
Blast them out.
That's right. So I'm going to move. I think I'm going to move to the Mendery. And then I'm going to pew.
Nick, what does your core suit say?
Oh, it is your first shot with this core suit each turn. Draw 2 tiles. Choose one, then return the other.
Fantastic.
Okay. I know which one I would pick.
So I got 2 shots.
Did you hit or hit?
I guess I hit.
All right, Nick. Now you have a critical something to think about.
Hey, where'd my guy go?
I took care of your guy.
Oh. I wanted
Sorry.
to move in. Sorry.
You have a critical something to think about. Okay. Octavius, you see where it says telemetry over here?
I do.
Our living time spaceship can see the future, and that window into the future is called telemetry. This is basically what the bad guys are going to do during the round. And now what we see here is the Necropede is going to spew goo from any heads that are alive, and then it is going to regenerate those heads. That's what those icons mean. In the mission guide, that would be illustrated for you. Okay?
Sure. Okay.
Now then, after we do everything in this column, we're going to then go to this next column, and we always do them top down. Now this says we are going to have a bad guy, a minion, show up at 0, which is right here.
Okay.
All the minions on the ship are going to attack.
Okay.
And then we're going to spawn on 6 and 7.
Okay, gotcha.
So that means Nick has a choice. He can go kill this bad guy in comms so comms doesn't take any damage, or he can head back to protect Ashi so Ashi does not take any damage. There are some hard choices in the realm of Nick. The epic realm of Nick.
When they spawn, do they also shoot immediately when they spawn?
No, you follow the order.
Okay.
It says
but one will spawn at 0 and then shoot.
So wherever there's a bad guy, when they attack, then that section or whoever's in there will take damage at that point.
Correct.
And then so 6 and 7 just spawn and don't do anything.
Yeah.
They're late
Until
to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we move Ashi?
You could theoretically teleport Ashi now that the teleporter is working. So you could move to the teleporter, engage, and send Ashi to the planet. Or you could move to the teleporter and tank for Ashi. Either way, one section or one agent is going to take damage because of the situation that we are in. And we know this because we
can we heal Ashi if he gets shot?
Oh, Ashi will die. Yeah, Ashi absolutely will die.
So we can't. So we can't heal them.
No, Ashi.
Okay, well, we can heal the ship. We can't heal Ashi.
We cannot heal Ashi. We will do. If Ashi would die, the ship would step in and protect him, changing the future, changing his fate. And when that happens, that's called a disruption. Now, before you do that, Nick, if you're going to go back and protect Ashi, you should pick up that tile, that hit tile from where you are in.
Which is another move. Move to move something.
Okay, I was going to do it in the teleporter room, but
no. You know why you don't want to do that? Why don't you want to do that, Mark?
When a bad guy spawns on top of a tile, that tile goes back to the bag. So that blue's going to go back to the bag as soon as a bad guy shows up.
Oh, right. Okay. So
it's about efficiency.
So use my move action to move the tile.
Great.
Yeah.
And then use
And then do what you were going to do.
And then use my other move action to go say hi, Ashi.
Oh, it's very kind.
There's gonna be somebody showing up here, buddy. So just stand behind me.
Patrick Yang would have made a very different decision. Patrick Yang would let Ashi get shot because he is a monster. So if folks don't know, I get a lot of credit for the Fight in a Box games, but I have like co-designers and developers for these games. The Yang brothers are my co-designers for this game, and Mark is somewhere between a designer and a developer for this game as well. And so his name is on the box. This is the big announcement. Mark has finally beaten me up so much that this is the first time in 10 years or 11 years come March that my name will actually appear on a box for a game I have written.
It's really tiny. It's on the back.
Good. That seems fair to me.
It's only 10 years. It's only 10 years.
At least spell it wrong. Can we put an eye on there?
Yeah, put an eye on there.
Thank you.
I actually just tried to
it's
sneak
me.
it under the radar.
Nobody will know it's me. All right. So that ends our round, and that ends our only counterclockwise turn. For the rest of the stream, we will be playing correctly. We will be playing in the proper clockwise order, which is what you normally do for the game.
Oh, I see. So now you're going clockwise, and now so Octavius gets skipped. I see.
No,
it's like
Octavius.
reverse Uno. This
No,
is ridiculous.
Octavius.
This is outrageous. Oh, okay, cool.
No,
I get to go?
Octavius. The very first thing that happens in a round, Octavius, is called determine lead agent.
Okay.
Okay. See, this marker that you have
Yep.
denoted you as the lead agent for the first turn.
Okay. So how do you determine the new lead agent for the next round?
It's done by mental stress. Do you see how you have this load area?
Okay. Yep.
Right?
Oops.
And
I see the
whoever
load.
has the lightest load gets to be our lead agent.
Okay.
Well, good thing is we had a spectacular first turn, and nobody didn't use an action coin or got shot or missed a shot. Okay, that's generally what creates stress in time-space agents. Now, since you did such a good job, I almost think we should leave you as lead agent. Well, like Nick, what do you think about letting Octavius be in charge again?
Sure. Doesn't happen very often for him, so we'll give him a
That's
shot.
good.
See how he does. Don't tell Bentley.
That means we are going to let you keep the first player marker, and you will go first, and then Nick
Okay.
will go second, and I will be last, and that is great. I never need to go. So let's do
That's
the
not
thing.
what your urologist says.
He has very specific things on how often he wants me to go. All right, so we're going to drag this over here so people can
Okay.
see what's happening. All right. This first symbol means all the bad guys that can attack in an area will. Do you see these fashion generals? These fashion generals are like real generals. They never attack. They just boss people around. And if you
Gotcha.
shoot them, they give you fashion items. That's fantastic. So what attacks on this board are necropede heads. Well, guess what? They are currently dead because they have hit icons on them. They have tiles on them. Yay! So that means for this first icon, the necropede does nothing. And we're going to clap for that. Yay!
Absolutely.
Okay? Now the next symbol, this leg covered R, is regenerate. And that says wherever there is a tile on a necropede head, return it to the bag. So go ahead and do that, Octavius.
I'm so sorry. You want me to do what again?
Return the tiles
Oh
from
yeah.
the heads to the bag.
So all four of these, right? Is
Yeah,
that-
all
are all
four of
four of
these.
them are heads? It looks
Yeah,
like to
those are all
me.
the heads.
It looks like to me they are. Okay, so zoom. Okay, so nyoing. One.
Nice job.
And two. And this one. Three. And four. Right?
And that's
Oof.
called regeneration.
Okay.
And that's when the heads keep on coming back, right? Okay. And that means we did all the icons. Now we're going to go over here and do all the icons for the tiara.
Okay.
The first one is a 0. So the zero hitbox or breach point is right here. So take a bad guy and replace this tile with the bad guy.
Okay.
The bad guys are over here.
Oh,
Yep.
I see that. These little dudes.
And
oh,
then
I gotta do that
replace one.
first. All right, I got you. Thank you for the help there. And then I'm poking him in there. Okay.
Yeah. And now 6 and 7 are here.
Right, but everybody don't they attack right now?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Good job. So, Nick, are you taking the shot for Captain Ashi?
Yes.
Okay, you have to. You don't have a choice because you're in that section. So there you go. So you're going to lose 1 armor patch when you get shot.
Right. And where does it go?
Just off your board. Boom. So you know
Gotcha.
you're going to be gaining and losing armor patches all the time. So you just keep those close.
Okay.
Okay. And then
these
got damaged. Oh no, Octavius. So this ship sector, which is already damaged, where does it go? Do you remember?
It did this. Don't you just flip it over?
No, you pick it up and because it's already on the damage side.
Oh, it is on the damage side. Sorry. Okay, yeah. That's why it's good to label, like you guys said, you labeled it.
Yep.
So then it's more clear as to what's going on.
Yeah, we fixed it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
We fixed it.
Okay.
All right. Now it says spawn in 6 and 7.
Okay.
6
So then
and 7 are
do
right
these
here
tiles go back in the bag and then
Yeah, and we hate these tiles. Let's boo for these tiles. This is a critical fail. Boo.
Right. So there are not only are there, you guys saw the shots come out of the bag, there are these tiles that we don't like going in the bag now, and those are a possibility to pick up. So right now we're going to put monsters on 6 and 7, right?
Yeah.
At this point, so
Monsters and mankinis.
Monsters and mankinis. It's
this
true.
This to go there, right there. Okay, and then
All right.
there we are. Yep.
So that means we finished this. What does it say on the bottom of this card, Octavius?
It says that, whoa, zoom in. It says disintegrate this card. So you get a lighter or a match if you have it.
No.
And then you light the card.
No. The game has a lot of replay value. Don't ruin it.
Okay.
So disintegrate means to move to the sidebar over here. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. Oh, I see. Hey, yo.
It's out of the game now.
Boop. Okay.
All right.
So gone forever.
Now the last thing is
I'm assuming, I don't mean to interrupt you, Seppy, but I'm assuming then, since these cards come up and you can disintegrate this one, that other cards will get put back in the deck or can be reused during this scenario?
They will go to the discard, which is right here.
Okay. And then once you've completed all of the cards, you reshuffle then at that point?
If you have to, it's very bad. You will experience a necro gurgle if that happens. It's not great.
I don't like it with my necro gurgles.
Okay. Now the last thing that you would do is refill your window into the future. That is set by the telemetry level. But guess what? Our telemetry now is 0 because we blew up comms. We didn't do
anything. That was Nick.
No, that was the bad guys. That wasn't me.
Nick's fault. Well, you went in the wrong place. So
yeah, but then
Ashi. So we don't know what's coming.
Is Ashi that important?
Okay, so that is the thing that has happened to us, and that's the end of the event phase. Now we just rinse and repeat.
Right,
Octavius.
Okay.
The very first thing you do on your turn is reload your action coins or make decisions about your load, and so. Go ahead and reset your action coins.
So all the action coins get reset to the top though. So I'm assuming we poke them up here, right?
Yeah, because you don't have any tiles, because nothing bad happened to you the last turn. When bad things happen, that's going to change that just a little bit. Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Well, hopefully bad things happen so we can demonstrate that. So I could choose either to move, to shoot, or
you also now use your core suit. What does your core suit say?
Oh, the core suit says take a power cube from the Titan field. Starter. So I do that first. That's the first thing because of this.
After you reset your action coins,
that's
then
the first
do your
thing.
Starter.
Okay, so then the little cubes are here. I could take any one I want. Apparently it doesn't matter. And then I put it there. Okay, so now I've got more power cubes. Look at me go. Okay. And then so I am, let's see here.
You have turtle tank? What's turtle tank?
A turtle tank says that when you
Hit.
When you bang an enemy, you heal 1 armor patch. So had any of my armor patches been gone, I'm assuming that I would get 1 back if I shot an enemy. So last time, if I had an armor patch gone, I would have.
I think this is the first time I've ever heard somebody say when you bang an enemy, Octavius. I like that is surprisingly late. Like considering
Yeah,
I
it is.
crowdfunded this twice, that is the first time that I've heard this. Mark, have we heard that before?
No, we have not.
I think there's a reason why, Octavius. I think that's very illuminating.
When it says blue or red, does that mean only
friends.
blue and red can equip it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Make friends with all my enemies. All right. So, don't move the board around. Oh no. Okay. All right. Here we go. So right now I'm taking my turn. So here we're going to. Where am I? I'm in engineering. There.
So
Okay. So am I right? There's.
Yeah.
Is there an enemy right there then on number whatever that is, number 2?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That's a mist tile that will end up going back in the bag if an enemy shows up there.
Okay, so no, and so these mark. Oh, duh. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so right now I'm with Agent Blue, but I can move. I think the priority might be to move into the
all right,
into here, into the teleportation room, right? And go shoot that guy.
I think that's great. But
Okay.
I also want you to consider this, Octavius.
Okay, sure.
Engages are very hard to sneak in.
Okay.
Okay. So perhaps you should start by asking Mark if you can use his suit and sneak in and engage before you move on to wherever you want to start blasting.
Because I'm in the same room.
We're hanging out. We can use.
We're
each other's
hanging out.
stuff.
So, you can use anything you want. You're my you're my Tom Segura of Twitch. Right now, you can look that up later. Kids playing at home. So we've got. Okay, so I can use that. What does his suit say? Okay, so first. It does not end your turn. Okay, so we can. I think we want to try to repair comms a little bit, right?
Yeah,
I think
you should start by repairing the damage that Nick did.
We go here, and Nick is So then,
wow, I'm gonna kill you all in this game.
How? So all
you
I
were
have
going
to do
anyway, Nick. Give us a threat that matters.
All I have to do here right now, when I said that, is grab the comms.
Yep.
Flip. Do I flip it over or?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope,
So
it's still damaged, but
it's
not
still
It's
damaged.
one of two things, Octavius. You
Go
either
ahead.
add one or you flip one.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so you either add one. So there's always a
Welcome to
two-step
Miso.
process. There's always a two-step process to the repairs.
Yeah.
It's put it in there, then also flip it. Is fully repaired then.
Yeah. It's 2-step process to fully repair.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So that's the first step.
Nice.
Second step, I think, is I have to help Nick constantly. So I'm going to go help Nick in the teleporter room. So I'm going to do a move, right? So moving, and then I can move my little guy into here. Hi, honey. Okay. So we're here. And now,
And then what does Nick's core suit say?
Nick's core suit says your first bang with this core suit each turn, draw 2 tiles, choose one, return the other. Hey, yo.
Thank you,
Yellow
Della Undercover,
Undercovers.
for the
Yeah.
sub. 6 months. Awesome. Welcome in. Thank you. I know you've been here a little bit, Della, but thank you for the sub.
And Mizo is here, Adela, Bentley.
Yeah, everybody's
all
here.
the
Everybody's
all
hanging
the
out.
all the pretty ladies, all the pretty ladies. Okay, anyway. I'm so sorry. No, don't shout me out. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna bang this guy. We're just banging everybody. It's fine. So his core suit said rage plate. So the first shot with this core suit. So I have to ask Nick if I can use his core
Yes.
card, right?
Yes.
Yeah, core suit.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Nick, you're looking very nice today. Can I go ahead and use your core suit? I mean,
Sure. Here.
After all, you're not using
Let me
it.
just take this off. Here you go.
Okay. Is that your birthday suit?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Nick.
I've been working on my core suit.
That's good.
You've been working on your core suit. That's good.
That's awesome.
All right, go ahead and drop your action coin.
Okay, boom, bang, bang, and then we draw 2 tiles. I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Did you shuffle first?
No,
Yeah,
no, I
there's
don't need to
shuffling.
shuffle. You were shuffling the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, so I can choose one of the actual hits there. That works.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, whoops, I put 1 back in the bag.
Right.
Go back in the bag, and then I pull that guy off, or somebody already did that. Okay, and then I put the bang on the on that.
The breach point, correct.
Okay.
Now
So
you
then,
have 1 action left.
yes. So now, I think can I do another engage and repair comms fully?
No, because you're
Okay.
currently in the wardrobe.
Okay,
Or
so
you're
you
currently in the
have to
teleport.
be in engineering,
Yeah.
or into comms in order to repair either
No,
item.
no, it's
No,
got to be
just
a living
engineering.
ship. All repairs happen from engineering.
All repairs happen in engineering. So we're gonna leave that to Mark if he so desires to do that. Okay, so final action. Let's see here.
Why don't you go and protect wardrobe from this bad guy?
Okay, so if I'm in that room, wardrobe doesn't take damage. I would take damage instead.
Right.
That'd
Which
be
is
correct.
great
Okay.
because you have the turtle tank.
Yep. Okay, so that makes sense. So to just refresh, when I have the turtle tank, when I shoot, bang bang an enemy, I heal 1 armor patch. So so that would happen next turn. So for instance, I move in there, I get shot, I do lose an armor patch. However, in my next turn, if I go ahead and shoot the enemy, then I would gain that patch back.
Correct. If you hit them.
If I hit them, correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do a move, right? We'll go ahead and do a move, and what we'll do is we'll take here. Hi. Okay. Bye, Nick. Thanks for all
Bye.
your help. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Captain Ashi. And then we'll go into wardrobe. Okay, there we are. All right. And then and then that's it, right? That's the end of the
you
turn.
could use a cube, but I think we want you to match the girl transform, Octavius.
Yep, I do that constantly with Octavius, so we do that quite often. So okay, so now I move the bag. No, nope, not the tile. Put it back. Bag. Hey, listen, bag. There we go. Okay, and then now we're clockwise-ing. So
yeah, we're going normal.
So then we go over to Nick. Hey, Nick,
Yeah.
you want to handle my bag? There you go.
Sure. It's my bag now. All right. So first thing I do is I reset all my stuff.
You do.
This is fun, you guys. If you're following along here, you guys can go check this out. There's a Kickstarter right there. Go check out Conquest Princess Fight in a Box.
Yeah. So Octavius, guess how many minutes it took for the first project to fund?
How many minutes? I think you're saying it in terms of minutes. I would say, wow, that's amazing. For one thing, that you use that as I would say 60.
Oh, it was 33,371.
Wow, you fooled me. You baited, switch bait. God damn
I knew
it,
the
damn it.
answer. I knew the answer. I mean, not exactly. I knew it in days, not in.
You tricked me, but I find that hard to believe because this is really awesome. Hopefully, the next Kickstarter goes much faster.
All right, the next Kickstarter did do well. Guess how many minutes it took the second Kickstarter to fund?
37 hours.
33 minutes.
33 minutes. See,
Yeah.
I said 60 the first time because
But how much of it do you think was the platform? Because the first time you did GameFound, which was kind of relatively unknown, and a lot of people had
GameFound is very well known for
that job,
heavy
for
miniature miniature intense like board games. GameFound is very good for that, and that audience knows that. And the reason that we did that was Chip Theory awarded me the Industry Champion Award, which is their how to help promote diversity award in gaming. And so,
nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, and that is a grant, Octavius, and that grant basically says Chip Theory is going to make sure that the game shows up from wherever I have, not for fulfillment, but basically if we're making it overseas, we're using Panda Manufacturing.
Sure.
They're picking up the freight costs from sending it from Shenzhen to Minnesota.
So you guys got that.
Yeah.
You guys got that. So that, I mean, it's you've got it. You want the pronouns in here. You want all the things in here, and I think that's just awesome. I think that's amazing.
You know what's also awesome? Nick's ability to not shuffle the bag, so he just he drew the critical fail that
I shuffled the bag. What are you talking about? I shuffled it before my first attack.
And he just critically
You gotta
failed
shuffle
on
it
his
when you
own.
put it back, though.
We even have a command for that. So literally.
Did you
that's not it.
shuffle when you put it back in, Nick?
We'll have.
No, I didn't.
We'll have that.
All right, then you
shortly.
shot yourself. Let's try this again.
Oh, because it stacks it on top.
Yeah.
It does. There you go. That seems more reasonable. Nice.
All
What are you
right.
gonna do with your last action, Nick?
And then
Too bad comms got shot, or we could use. You could have used comms engage. I wonder who let comms get shot.
How do people that don't get a free cube at the beginning of their turn, how do other people get cubes? Remind me.
All my games are autobiographical. I don't know if Octavius knows this, but when Asian people suffer misfortune, like a shot, we hold on to that anger, and that gives us power.
Forever. It's not even when you die. It's like even after that.
It's true. It's called a grudge.
Yes, it is. It is. And then you come back and you're all twisted up and your joints are weird and you can crawl on the ceiling.
My joints are weird. That's true. We covered that. Mark and I covered that earlier this week.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Nick, can I suggest you go and protect Ashi? I have a psychic premonition that something is going to show up and
like you designed
ruin
the game.
Ashi's day.
Wow.
Last time I went to go protect him, you all yelled at me and said that I failed and I screwed up the comms.
Nick,
Good
have you
job
heard of the
protecting
no-win? Yeah. Have you heard of the no-win scenario? This is your Kobayashi Maru right now.
You mean my Captain Ashi Maroon?
Yeah, Captain
It
Ashi
is my
Maroon.
Captain Ashi Maroon. The Captain Ashi Maroon is happening to you right now.
Now, if you didn't know, the Captain Ashi Marooned is the scenario that we played the last time we were all on Epic Realms. And that is the unlosable tutorial mission.
Somehow Nick managed to lose anyway.
I am a rebel. Tales of the Outer Rim. I am a rebel. By the way, also,
Okay,
you guys were on Tales of the Outer Rim earlier this week or last week, right?
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah,
and we did almost lose the Captain Ashi Marooned. Just a string of bad luck.
So amazing, Nick. Please pass the bag to Mark and
You pass it. Don't want to take your bag passing glory.
I will only pass it to Mark because he hasn't ganged up on me yet.
No one's ganging
only a
up
matter of
with you.
time.
We are all huge Nick fans.
All right.
Except for when he misspells my name, which means I'm never a Nick fan.
No, you're a fan right now because on the screen your name is spelled right.
I'm a huge Nick fan. I'm a huge Nick fan.
Here, let me fix that. Let me put an eye on there.
Don't let him push you around, Seppy.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey, Seppy, what happens when I draw the Titan tile in this scenario?
Thank you for asking, Mark. First of all the special tiles are hits. Okay? And then they have special abilities when you blast bad guys with them. And this Titan tile actually gives you a power cube. To answer Nick's question, other ways that you can get power cubes is by blasting bad guys with the Titan tile.
Thanks for finally answering that question for me when I asked it earlier.
I always register it.
All right. I have maintained our sack for you, Seppy. It looks great.
I love that.
I don't know. Mark just goes boom, 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 and he moves. And I don't know what happened.
So, okay, what I did on my turn, I moved into the wardrobe.
Okay.
There was a bad guy there. So I shot the bad guy and I drew the Titan tile. So I took a power cube.
Okay.
I then moved the Titan tile that I shot back into the bag because it's really good. And then I engaged using my suit function twice.
I
to
see.
put
Okay.
these
And then you use
tiles, which are mission objective, into the bag.
Okay.
And they're power-up
Gotcha.
tiles.
They're very good
And they're
tiles.
power-up tiles. And then you use the power cube, it looks like,
Yeah.
for a fifth action.
For a fifth action.
Gotcha. Okay.
And what was your fifth action?
It was a second engage to put the other power tile into the bag.
Gotcha. So when you're in the wardrobe and it's fixed, you can put those tiles in there instead of grabbing gear?
So that's there are two things you can do when you're in the wardrobe and you want to engage, and those are to put the tile in the bag, or if there are power-ups discarded, they would go here, and I could reshuffle them. So the way that I can get the actual powered items is by drawing that tile that I just put in the bag out of the bag, or by shooting these bad guys up here.
Okay.
And power-ups are very powerful.
Gotcha. But you
want
chose
those.
not to take them.
Well,
go ahead.
We now have the opportunity to take them because those tiles are in the bag. I
Okay,
would not
if
be able to take one.
I see. So until these tiles are in the bag, you are not.
Yeah, you can't just grab them.
You can't just grab them. Okay.
Yeah.
And the only other way you can do that is by shooting one of these fashion generals.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you have to shoot a fashion general, then you can't. They drop gear, like you said earlier, and then you can grab it. Okay.
Yep.
That's
gotcha.
great.
Okay.
Okay, so it's my turn. My first two actions are move, and then I'm going to take a shoot action. And then we're going to have a little discussion. Hey, I critically failed. Yay.
Nice.
Yay.
Did you shuffle
the
the
Nick
bag?
tile. That's the Nick tile.
I did multiple times. That's how I know
tile.
the failure is mine. All right. So I would like to teleport somebody.
I have a quick question about your move.
Yes.
So you're on the looks like on the landscape here. Now you were here. So you just slid side to side there a little bit. So you were actually
I moved twice.
Okay, so those are spaces then.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Yes, in the new prototype, it's clearer that these are individual spaces.
I got you. Okay, so those
if you
are.
zoom in a lot on TTS, you can actually see the lines. That
I do see the line. I see what you're saying. There's a little perforation in each square.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
really
gotcha.
hard to see. You have to know that it's there.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, so that's why you just chose to move twice, and you moved over into this position. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So, lead agent, since you're our lead agent, I'm going to ask you. I want to teleport somebody off of the ship.
Okay.
Should I grab you or should I grab Ashi?
Okay, so yeah, where am I at? I'm in here. Who's in there? Or should you grab Ashi?
I mean, you literally made me go into that room to protect Ashi. If you just teleport him away, you've basically wasted that turn.
No, you're protecting the teleporter.
Okay.
Yeah. And we've
That's
already
a different
got.
story. I'm okay with protecting the teleporter.
We've already got Agent Green in there. Yeah, you can transport me.
All right, we're teleporting you, which is very exciting. So, with your consent, I teleport you as my last action. Since the teleporter is fully functional, because you did that, you get to take yourself a fast fashion. Remember, there's some risks in there, though, Octavius.
Okay, so not
Fashion
yay.
is
We
not
don't
without
know yet.
risk. Go ahead, take
so
one
we grab
card,
it,
flip it over,
and then we F to flip it, and there it is.
You got
Where
yourself some
where
boots.
So
where
the
do I
very
put that?
first thing I'd like you to notice is that there's an icon showing where it goes on the fashion plate.
Oh, it goes over. It goes where? It does not go here.
To the right.
Oh.
On your armor.
You got it. You had it.
There is. Oh, over here. Wait a minute. Yo, come
Close.
in. Oh, no, you know what? Game. How come I cannot slide over there? Okay.
There you go.
There you go. I got it for you.
So this basically.
Oh, I
means that
see. Okay.
You can have
So
up to 4 items, and those are boots.
okay, I see. So on the fashion plate, you've got a helmet. You've also got like gauntlet type of area. You've got boots, and then you've got presumably a chest area to protect. So
It's a back, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Head,
sure.
back, blaster, and boots.
Right. Gotcha.
Head, back, blaster, and boots. And so you got yourself a boots. Now, Nick has already said this once, but Octavius, what is fashion?
That's a good question, Seppy. I'm glad you asked. I'll let Nick handle this one because it's his stream.
That's his power.
Nick, I think fashion is power.
Yeah,
you got it.
Power. Yeah, that's good. So that means at any time you can also disintegrate any fashion item and get yourself a power cube. So that means at the beginning of your next turn, you are set up for your magical girl transformation.
So the only purpose of maybe it's not the only purpose. You've got some different cards in there, presumably, but this one in particular, disintegrate, place your agent on. That's what you can do with this emergency recall, but you can also disintegrate this and get yourself another power cube. Would that be correct?
Correct. You can do either what it says on the card or turn the card into a cube.
Okay. So if we get into some trouble and I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out, and then I just leave. I could just leave if I need to and leave Seppy by himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then we would lose.
Can't wait for what? Why? What?
We all lose together.
No, you lose by yourself. We're on the ship. We're fine.
Just fly away.
We just fly away.
We're going to teach you. Octavius, this makes me think you need this game more than anybody else because we're going to teach you about friendship. And this game teaches you about
friendship. So
fantastic.
Needy. So needy.
All right. So that's the end of the round. I think Octavius should go first. I can't go first because I have stress. Nick could go first. Green could go first, but I think it should be Octavius. What does everybody else think?
I'm a fan of this turn order.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Octavius.
So we're resetting the
no, not yet. No. We
okay.
got to do the bad guy turn.
Oh yeah, bad guy.
We cannot see into the future. The future just happens to us. Go ahead and pull that first card and flip it over.
I understand that, but we've half fixed the comms. Do we not get anything from?
I love that. Order of operation is very important in this game. You never refill the window to the future until the end of the event phase.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So where is where are those cards at? Right there. Okay, so I grab it, right? We grab it, we flip this.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened?
Oh no, we've exposed ourselves. Gosh, dangs it. Okay. It's a wardrobe malfunction. Crisis. Place on an agent. They lose core suit function until it's removed. And it says underneath there, draw again. So I'm assuming that this happens and then we draw yet another card.
Can we go on any agent or does it have to be the one that drew it?
It says any agent. Place on an agent.
In charge. Octavius places it on any agent. Now, Octavius, do not put it on yourself. We want you to transform this turn and then help whoever you put this on to recover from their wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, just throw it on me. We don't have a ton of bad guys yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Red's courageous. He's volunteered for the nip slip.
Okay, well, you know what? Who am I to argue?
I mean, I've already taken armor damage, so.
Where does this go then on the board?
Jackson.
Right here, right?
Sure.
It actually should be go over the core suit so you know not to use it.
Oh, over the core suit. Gotcha. That makes sense. So
that's
right there.
That's Miss Jackson if Nick is nasty. All right, let's do this.
Sorry,
that is his nickname, Nasty Nick. Okay,
and
so we're grabbing
another one because
we're grabbing here.
Again. And what do we have for what just happened?
Okay, we got zeroing in. It's another crisis. Reward the cosmic cat to one agent. Disintegrate this card and draw again. Okay, cool.
All right, so that's the cosmic cat. You can normally use it, but you have the turtle tank. Oh no,
I
you
do.
Can't use it. It doesn't work for.
Okay,
so it goes to either red or it goes to purple.
Okay, why can't I give it to Mark?
Because look at in the
upper I see red or purple. There you go. That's important, guys. Check that out.
Like pets don't like everybody. The pet co-pilots have specific synchronicity.
Well, look at Mark. He looks like he hates animals for some reason. I don't know why. Just it, I don't know why that is. But Mark does not like animals, so They're a companion. It's got 3 eyes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I can give this either you may shoot from an adjacent space. So I'm not too worried about. Well, I don't know what I should be worried about. I don't know. You know what? Nick gets the cosmic cat.
All right, there you go.
There you
well,
go.
if I heal, then I get my power I can use with that, right?
Yeah.
So I can shoot adjacently.
Look at you. You're so now at this point I did that. So now we disintegrate this card in the disintegration pile right here, and then we draw yet another card as instructed. So grabbing and flipping, and now we've got some things happening.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So the necropede there. My mechapede. Okay. Wow. What's happening there?
Okay. So the mechapede board is what it comes from, right?
Right.
And it's alive during the first story arc, but the necropede is the story for the second one.
Okay.
And so people didn't get confused by what it is, we just made sure we named the thing based on the board, and so that is why it says mechapede. Sure. But I'm glad you asked. So it's going to attack. So do you see these goo cubes?
I do.
All right, so the
Put
first
your
head
goo
attack,
on.
drop a goo cube right here.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's Spews goo. All right, you
the
see this
goo,
head?
Space goo.
Yeah, it drops a goo right here.
Why does it drop goo there?
Because it's directly underneath it.
Underneath the heads?
Underneath the heads.
Oh, okay. So, I see. Okay,
It shoots
okay.
goo,
Because
not
last time we
mushrooms.
drew it, they had
Straight down.
blasters on them, so they couldn't do that.
So it goes here.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this one shoots and lands one right there.
Does it land one or two? Because there's two.
It's got a 2-part head, but it only has one spewer.
Okay, so that's what that. Yeah, and you would learn that from the manual or the
Right. And
instructions.
now that wriggle guy, the recoil symbol, means
Uh-huh.
if any of the boards were off center, you would move them back towards center 1.
Oh, okay, interesting. So these boards can move around, side to side.
Yeah, if I had
horizontally
hit
there.
instead of critically failed, I would have been able to demonstrate that.
Right, but you drew a nick tile and failed. So
I got
got you.
nicked.
Yeah,
I got
you
nicked.
did get nicked.
I got nicked.
Sorry, I got this itch on my face. Just my eyebrows are just itching really bad. There we go. Fixed.
All right. Now all the bad guys are going to shoot on the tiara, but thanks to Nick, they're all dead. Plus Mark. Thanks to Nick, they're all dead. Okay? Isn't that great? So now spawn in these locations, please.
Okay, so so we're looking at whoops. Hey yo. Okay,
0,
so
2,
0,
and
2, and 3. So let's see. Do I know where the 0? Okay, so that's 0. So do I take that tile, put it back in the bag, and put an enemy there?
Yeah.
Would that be
I'll put them back in the bag. Go ahead, you drop enemies in those locations.
okay? Sounds good. Here's a minion. Minion. Thank you for shadowing. Boop. There you go. And then 2 and 3 should be easy because it's on the screen.
Here, I'll grab the other
Octavius.
one for you.
Jeebas.
Nice. Look at teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. I would high five you, Nick, but I don't know where your hands have been. So here we go. So we've
Yes, you
got
do.
we put
Now, what does it say at the bottom of this card?
it says 4.
Yes, it says 4, but it also says nothing else. That goes to the discard.
Yes,
All right.
discard.
And what does this say?
It says status telemetry 1.
So we got to fill the telemetry back up to 1.
Okay. How do we do that?
You take
Oh,
one
we
card,
grab
you
a
flip it
card
over.
so then we can see it. Had we fully repaired comms, we would have 2 of them.
And then we would have gotten to choose our future in
Then
the
you
future.
choose the few. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Okay, so we're grabbing this, flipping this card. This is an amazing game, you guys. If you're not going there, go click this right now. This is so much fun. I'm having a blast.
Oh, that's great, Octavius. Maybe you'll get a 4th time. It's very exciting. All right, so
This is the 4th time, Seppy. This is the 4th time. I'm here. It's on. This is 4.
Octavius, I feel like you need to understand that you asked, like, how can you count the number of times you've been on Epic Realms? I counted the number of minutes till I funded the last time, and it was 33,371 minutes.
I don't. Did you? Are you a math major? What just happened?
Have you ever seen Dr. Stone, the anime?
No. Yes. No. I'm gonna say no.
All right, Octavius. So that finishes the event phase. Now we start back with your turn.
So would it be accurate to say that the lead agent handles the event phase?
Absolutely.
Scenario. Okay.
That
so
is
that's why, guys, I was doing all the things. They let me do it. Now the lead agent, correct me if I'm wrong, can change each round if we wanted it to.
It can, but it can only be an agent who has the lightest load. Like
Gotcha.
I could not be lead agent. I'm recovering from getting shot.
Right. I see that you're kind of stressed out about that. I mean, we'll try to calm that down. Okay. So right now, lead agent. So now I'm starting up doing the scenario. So then at this point, I'm resetting the action.
You gotta draw your chip though first.
Oh, right. Drawing the button
from your special
power
ability.
Cube.
That's your special ability.
Look at me. Okay, so now I'm power cube 3, and then if I got a fourth one, you said that I can do the transformation sequence.
You're gonna do that this turn. So
yeah,
go ahead, reset your everybody's gonna see what they've always wanted, Octavius, for you to have your magical girl transformation.
They've seen that, and they're clamoring. I'm gonna go get dolled up
for
soon.
your magical girl transformation.
I'll go get professional. Yeah, I tried to put out my own makeup, and that didn't. That worked half good. Okay, so anyways, we've got. Okay, so now I am doing what I can do whatever I want.
What is this part of your wrist blaster is called your transformation sequence?
Yeah.
What does your transformation sequence? What do those symbols say?
Okay, so the transformation sequence has move, shoot, and engage. So so
your
that would be
actionometer.
So that's what I would have to do on the actions to do the transformation. However, first I have to burn up the boots.
Yes, go ahead.
So I burn up the boots by where do I put the boots after I burn them? In the Okay.
All
and the fashion
items go there.
Okay, so there's that, and then so if you had the home game, then to keep your cards separate, then you would put them there so they don't get mixed up.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
There's places for everything instead of just chucking them back in the box.
Right. You are very organized. Look at your background. So it's very, very evident that you designed this game. So we've got so we burn that up, so we get a cube.
You do.
Boop. And there it is. Boop.
Oh,
okay.
There it is.
Yep, tag team back again. So we've got this. We go move, shoot, and engage. And then if I do those scenarios, I have to actually move. Do I have to move into goo or?
Yeah, you do. So take the first move, moves you into goo.
I take it right in the face.
Oh,
here we go.
We all knew you would. It's something we like about you.
Okay, so here we go. I'm in the. Oops, thank you. I went a little too far.
All right, with your second action, please remove the goo. That's a move action.
Okay, so that's a move action, removing the goo, and then he put it back up in the goo pile here.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then the third action looks like it's shooting. I don't know. I can't shoot anything from here though.
Yeah, you can. You have to. You have to shoot that mechapede right there.
How do I know that it's there though?
You can only, because of the enemy's phase shields, you can only shoot directly above you in the column.
Oh, okay.
And since that space is empty, that means that part of the mechapede is alive.
Okay, I got you. So I can. So I'm shooting right. Whoops! Don't do that. Right. How do you guys point like that? That's cool.
It's called tab.
Oh, hey. Right there, bang, 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 bang. Okay, so I'm shooting right there, and then when you shoot, you pull a tile out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, pulling a tile, and it's a. Ooh,
did
that's
you shuffle up before you did it?
I did not. I did not. You're right. I need to shuffle. There we go. Oh my God, that feels really good to do.
Does it?
Yep. Okay, so now we're pulling that out. I still did the same thing. It's fine. It didn't matter. It did not matter. So I'm stressed out. So I put the thing right. I got shot.
You got that? Yeah. You lose an armor patch. You lose one of those. You put that
lose one of them.
That's it. Okay.
Okay. And then now the last final one was engage. Okay. So
engage. All right. So let's talk about the engage.
Go ahead.
So That's oh my god. Okay. The suits come with a or this part of the planet, this part of the moon has a thumper. And when you do that, you can take any section of the mechapede and move it over one space.
Okay.
So I would like you to engage this over one space.
Okay.
You could have done the heads or anything else, but let's get this guy out of the way.
Okay. So this is out of the way of you, right?
Yeah, but I'm come join you shortly.
Okay. But okay, I don't know why would we do that again? Can you explain that one more time?
So, okay, you can do it. This version of the prototype doesn't have that icon, but you can see that engage icon that says you're allowed to wiggle the worm.
Right.
Okay. And the reason you wanted to do that is because what is your sequence?
Move, and then shoot, and then engage.
All right. So we moved that over. That's the last piece of engage. Now, the last part of your turn, Octavius, is check for transformation. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you have 4 power cubes?
I do have 4 power cubes.
Does your actionometer match your transformation sequence?
It actually does, yes.
All right, that means you have to magically girl transform. Are you ready?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me go get some stuff.
Mark, did you see what happened when Wes Todd magically girl transformed?
I did not.
I'm ready.
He has a flamingo hat that takes up his entire head.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay, we're ready.
What do we got? what do we have? I can't see Octavius yet, but I want to.
You have to look in your Zoom.
I'm looking. My Zoom only puts up one person at a time. Well, when he talks again. All right, Octavius, ready?
I am talking, right? Can you not hear me?
That's fantastic.
All right.
Oh, you are a rocker of legendary proportion, Octavius.
Yep.
All right, so the very first thing is you return your power cubes. They return to the Titan field.
All right, Titan.
These
yes. Oh yeah, these things into this, right?
Yes, they return to the creative fabric of the universe.
Yep.
Titan field.
Sorry, Titan field.
Okay,
I know I had
good
my
job.
hands on it, but it's okay.
The next thing you do is repair any damage that you have taken.
I do? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because I did a transformation, right? So
yeah.
So the damage that I've taken is the armor patch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Toasty Toesies, for Epic Realms is the best. At least somebody knows it. At least somebody knows it.
I know it because you got my name right. Yeah. All right. Next thing you do is remove any wardrobe malfunctions you are suffering from.
Okay.
You don't have any?
I don't have any. I gave those to Nick.
Yeah. And the next thing you do is flip over to your super side.
I have another side to this suit. I flipped this over. Boom.
Boom.
Look at that. Slipstream scale. Starter, give any agent a power cube from the Titan field, or I can return a bang bang from the hitbox to the bag.
Any hitbox to the bag is fantastic. All right. Now you have the option, Octavius, and it's in the rules, to describe to the table what your magical girl transformation looks like.
Right. So what I did was I left the room. I'm very discreet. I left the room and I put my head inside of this. It looks like a microwave, but it is not. It is not a microwave at all. But it does look like one. And I put it inside of it, and there's no door on the front of it, so it's not shielded very well, but so nobody needs to stand within 10, 15 feet of it, I believe. And the waves dissipate at that point, but you put your head in it and you press the popcorn button. You press the popcorn button, and then magically the hair follicles on my head grow exponentially, and you have the lovely locks that you see before me. And then I return much more lavish than I was before.
That is perfect. I love that. That is the most detailed and realistic magical girl transformation we've had yet.
Thank you.
And then the last thing is, Octavius, flip over your transformation sequence and tell us about your super move.
Oh my God, you can flip everything in this game. This is amazing. Okay, flip. Ooh.
What just happened?
I flipped it. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, a slipstream shift. Immediately take another turn.
Look at it. You get to go again.
Where did the tile go? Oh, you moved the tile.
I don't know. I have to take another turn now?
So
yeah, you do.
Okay.
Let's start over. All right,
Okay.
so the very first thing you do is do the tile. So this tile, this one will go here. This one will go here. And now you have an option. Okay. Just like my therapist says, you can hold on to this pane and it will get you a power cube, or you can return it to the bag. If you hold on to it, though, you cannot use this column this turn.
For the action. So if I return it, I cannot use it. But if I put it on there, I hold on to it and get a power cube.
You do.
Why do I want more power cubes? So I can have a fifth action, right? Because I don't. Okay, I got you.
And
so
because you want to keep this awful stuff out of the bag.
Right. This is. Listen, this is my pain, and I will take it with me.
All right, so take that, and when you do that, no matter how many tiles you hold on to, you can only get one cube. So go ahead and grab yourself one cube.
Okay. And right, but okay, so I can only have one cube all the time?
No, you can have more now, but you don't need them.
Okay.
And it would be a suboptimal, and that goes up there. Okay, now your starter, remember you stuck Nick with a wardrobe malfunction?
Yep. Yeah.
We want to start making it so that Nick can have a magical girl transformation.
Right. So what I want to do is give him a cube.
Yeah. So go ahead and give him a cube instead, and be a good team player.
Here you go. Here's your sugar cube, Nick.
Thanks.
There you go. It's not wasting anything, we promise.
Yep.
And now you take your turn, Octavius. You did it.
Okay, I did something. Okay, so right now is the goal to remove this goo?
No, the goal is to shoot these heads or to bingo out one of these boards. Because if we bingo them out, then they flip over because everything flips in this game.
Yeah, everything does. And
then we don't have to worry about them regenerating again.
I got you. Okay, so yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so right now, we probably just since I'm here.
Yeah, now we're playing Centipede.
We just do the shoot action, yeah?
It is a necropede or a mechapede. It is its own unique IP.
I'm just saying it as a reference tool.
Oh.
Yeah.
To something I do not understand.
Necropeding. Okay, so we're shooting, bang, and we grab a towel.
Bang. I shot
the
him
bag.
down.
Oh no, what is that thing?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a power-up.
Oh, it is, okay.
All right, so this will go here, Octavius. Go ahead and drop this on this square.
Gotcha. Boom.
And then
right
do
there.
you see that square has an arrow?
Yes, it does. Yep.
So pick up that whole board and shift it over one space in that direction.
Okay.
Fantastic. See how you got that whole thing out of the way. Now that you have powered up, you get your choice of fashion items. Would you like an always right refractor, or would you like the Shadow Buddy boots, or do you want mystery box?
Oh, I see. Okay, so
There's
it's
one
door number
correct
one,
answer.
door number two, door number three. So we've got you may shoot diagonally right, or on the Tierra, shoot into an adjacent ship sector. Okay, so right now at this point, I'm not sure if that's functionally.
It's amazing.
Diagonally
right is here.
Okay, so I would skip this tile and be able to shoot.
That's a great question. Normally
shoot
you
here
can
and
always
here?
shoot straight up,
Okay.
which is here. But if you can shoot diagonal, you can shoot through this tile because guess what? You already killed it.
Right. Okay, and then I can hit those ones.
Right.
And then the
without
other
moving.
option is to a Shadow Buddy. I can choose an agent. They may immediately move, so we can allow somebody to move. Or we could choose. You know what? I think we want to have the ability to shoot diagonally. We'll go ahead and take. I don't like mystery. I like to know what's happening. So
that's great.
Let's grab that. So then that one goes what on the top of this turtle tank?
No, where do you think it goes? Where does the symbol say it goes, Octavius?
Oh, it's the hands.
Yeah, it's a blaster.
It's a blaster. Duh. There we go.
and then we started blasting. Now, when you do that, the other fashion item gets discarded because fashion is filled with hard choices.
Okay.
And then you refill, and you've got two, and then we got 2 new items.
I see. Okay, so once you've chosen one of the ones that's available, you burn it, and then you get 2 new ones that are available to the next person.
The next time someone powers up.
The next time is right.
That's what powering up is like.
Yeah.
Wow, you had an amazing turn already. You magically girl transformed, you powered up, and now you've got 2 more actions, Octavius. What are you even going to do with those? 3 more actions.
As soon as I'm done fixing my hair, Seppy, don't push me. Jesus. Okay, I've got it. Hold on. Don't make me go to my trailer. All right, we're gonna shoot again. We're gonna shoot again. Do's it. Bang. Bang bang. Okay. So I'm just gonna shoot ahead of me.
And I think you should shoot this one next.
Okay. So we're gonna, because we can shoot diagonally, we can try, we're gonna bang.
No, you can't do that one. You locked it.
Oh yeah, no, I locked that one. That's right. So I have to do the third action that I could do then is this one. Boom. And I want to shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And oh, it didn't.
What do we get?
Hold on. Book.
Oh, we missed. So that's gonna go here.
That stresses
why
me
don't
out.
you use that last power cube and shoot again?
Okay, so then the power cube would go here at this square. Boom.
Yep.
And then
and then you slide it down to the action you want to take.
I slide it down to the action. Okay, board. There we go. Okay. And then we're shooting again. Yay! Bang. Okay.
So we shot this one here.
Yes.
You put it there.
Yeah. So if this one was
the arrow.
had this one been dead, I could have shot the one above it then. Correct?
It would have shuffled you, but yes.
Okay.
But now you gotta move.
So where does the shuffle to, Octavius?
I'm sorry, what?
Where does this board shuffle to? Because you dropped one.
Okay, so I dropped one here, so this one would move 1 square this way.
Correct.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I think so. And then so now that's it, right? And I move the bag to.
That's it? Wasn't that enough, Octavius?
That was an epic move, suitable for epic_realms. I'm having a blast. You guys want to play? You guys want to play the game? Mark looks bored. Mark is reading right now from Merriam-Webster's Dictionary, Oxford edition.
That's what
very,
I'm doing.
very,
So
very bored.
before we go, Seppy, what are the dice numbers on the Necropede?
Those are for setup and also for other missions. In the standard mission, the pet rescue, you have to collect objective dice like Dragon Balls and reassemble your giant robot.
So in this game, it doesn't matter; they're just empty spots.
No, we use them for setup, right? Remember, they started with hits on them and other stuff, but the
Okay.
Right. Yeah, our agents.
But I mean, as far as right now, if we're shooting at them, they just count as a normal slot.
Yes, they have no function when they're empty. They have no function right now.
Okay.
Which is a great question. The only ones that have a function are
Just because people that are watching are like, "What are those for?" So they're for other games, essentially.
No, that's a great question, Stream. Absolutely, please ask. They are. Conquest Princess has modular battlegrounds, and we recombine the battlegrounds to create different missions. And so once you know one of the modules, you never have to relearn it, which is very exciting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it gives a lot of replayability with not as much overhead with learning.
That's why Conquest Princess is 7 pounds, right? Then you say, or 14 pounds? 7 pound game. It's like 4 or 5 or 6 or 20 games in one.
But it's super easy to learn. It's not like the other ones where it's like, God, 9 days later. Finally, we got through the rules of Twilight Imperium.
It is
Twilight Imperium sounds easy to learn, Nick.
The Captain Ashi Marooned scenario is very important. You should definitely not try to just jump right in. You should play the tutorial. It's fun, and it is the right way to learn the game. After that, you should play this one, and then you should move on to the standard mission. All right, did you move the bag of destiny over, Octavius, to Nick?
Nick, here's your bag, baby.
Thanks.
All right, Nick.
All right, there's no guy. Oh, there are bad guys.
Yeah, there are.
All right, I'm going to move.
No, you're not.
No.
No,
I'm
why?
gonna reset. Sorry, I gotta reset my things.
And you don't have to move. Guess what?
Right. I reset and I don't have to move because I've got a cat.
You do.
And you
All
got
right,
a bad
so
guy.
You already got a bad guy there. My gosh.
I'm going to shoot adjacently because I've got a cat that lets me shoot adjacently.
Okay.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I made you out of clay.
Nice.
Pew!
There can't be many more of those left.
All right.
Good
So,
job.
what's that?
Shoot again.
That's what I was going to do. Shoot the other guy. Attempt to. I'm probably going to fail because there's not a lot.
Oh, Nick.
You called it.
It's out of the bag.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Great.
Do it again.
What if I don't want to do it again?
Yay!
Yay! Who doesn't like cheering and friendship?
All right.
Do it again.
Is there another? There's no. Oh, there's a bad guy in the room with me.
Right under your
In the
nose.
room with you.
But I wanted to go to the mendery and mend.
Mark
worry
was
about it.
only poking it
Oh.
so many times. There. Oh, Nick. Nick did a Nick.
All right.
There it is. You
got
lose
Nick.
that last armor badge.
Yep.
I feel like I'm being set up. I'm being tortured. Like Seppy's like, do this now. Go and fail. Do what you don't want to do. Do what I want you to do.
You're very naked.
You have seen my plan. Excellent.
All right. So
He
I'm
changed his
currently
name with an I.
I'm currently in the wardrobe. I'm gonna
You
move
are.
into the teleporter
Hold
and
on, I
try
gotta
and
give you
hit
the bag.
Oh, thanks for the bag. I'm gonna try and hit the bad guy that Nick did not hit twice.
Don't.
Look at that first shot.
And got him. All right.
Because I
And
took
then
the
I'm
bad ones out of the
gonna
bag.
shoot.
It's
then-
true. That's one of the best things about this game is when you miss, you're actually just making everybody else look better.
Yeah.
That's
what Nick does.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to
He
look
makes
horrible and make everybody
everyone
else
look
look great.
better.
I've moved to the Mendery and I'm gonna put the last tile that we need for our first objective in the bag.
Nice.
Wow, it's so good.
Gosh,
love that.
sorry your turns are taking so little time.
I don't think either of us mind. All right, I'm gonna take a move action. Oh, I'm gonna grab a power cube too. Power cube. Okay. Take a move action to go here. I'm gonna take a shoot action. Can I? Oh, fashion and friendship. So with your permission, I want to use your always right revolver. Do you mind, David?
You can, but treat it carefully. I call her Diana.
Oh, Diana. I'm gonna use Diana, and I shot. And so we go here, boom, which is very exciting. Don't do that.
So now you move. Don't you have to? Yeah, move that way.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Shuffle. I'm gonna shoot again.
Using Diana?
Using Diana.
Yeah, because now
Actually,
since
I'm
that
going
moved,
to
you can hit
engage.
it.
I'm going to engage and bring Nick to us.
Oh, okay.
With your permission, Nick, can I bring you to us? Nick?
What was that? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Nick.
Bring you to go out where the giant centipede is, where I have no armor and I'm already damaged? Sure, why not?
Well, you have two friends who can cover for you.
I do?
Yeah.
What stream are they on?
1.5 friends. 1.5.
Okay, so would you like to come to us, Nick?
You can move me if you'd like.
All right. When you do that, guess what? You get a fast fashion.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Don't be bad.
Flip it.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
So good.
That
Okay,
looks
so
good.
put it in its place.
Yep.
But more importantly, you can also use it as a cube. And that ends our round. I cannot be our leader. I have 2.
I have 2 as well.
Octavius
It's
can
me.
finally not
So,
be our leader.
I
His
think
count
it's
is
I think
3.
it's Mark.
Do you see,
Yeah.
Octavius, why your count is 3?
Oh, why is it 3? No, I don't.
Action coin, tile.
Okay, so if your action coin is not being able to be used, so in the next scenario I would have 4 total then.
When you hold on to things, like my therapist says, it takes its toll.
It does.
When you choose to hold on to things, it takes its toll, Octavius.
Right.
And that's my point.
We want to do
So Nick's
Frozen
got
and
a
let
2,
it go. Let it
and
go.
I've got a 2. So it has to go to Mark.
Okay.
It's me.
So
All right.
so there is a choice in that, and then there's also the game dictates who can be the leader as well.
It has to be the least stressed.
Right, but
And-
if when it's all even, then you can choose.
Okay, correct. Like when everybody is thinking clearly, we can assign a leader. But when everybody is stressed out, it's the person who's most together.
He's been listening to raindrop scenarios, so he is very low key, low stress. Probably doing a chewable. I don't know what's happening with Mark over there. He was super bored during my turn, so I'm not sure. He probably had time for a lot of things.
All right, that is great. Okay, Mark, take us through.
All right, so the Necropede is going to do some bad stuff. It's going to shoot first. First head is dead, so that one's not going to shoot. The middle one is going to shoot, and that's going to slide off to the right.
Or do we want to take the damage?
Do we want to take? You could take both of them, because both of these heads are going to shoot.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Octavius that you take both, both of those goo cubes.
Okay, so so since I have the turtle tank, guys, that is for a reason.
That's
and
a good call.
so there we go. So they're asking me to take the damage of both of them, so I lose both armor patches in this scenario.
Yeah, but the good news is they don't spawn on the ground then.
Yeah, you don't have to clean them up.
And the reason that is fairly safe decision is because we brought Nick to us. And so as soon as you turtle tank pulling 2 tiles, you will probably heal up.
Except for the whole wardrobe malfunction thing.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
But it's fine. And then the Necropede respawns and this head comes back.
Oh, so sad for us.
All right. And now on the ship.
Is that because of the R that's on there? Right?
Yes.
Respawning. Yep. Okay. And then the normal stuff in the tiara.
Yeah, so we're gonna spawn a bad guy on 0, and that bad guy's going to shoot.
Oh no!
Nobody is there to protect Ashi.
Way to go, Nick. Why did you get teleported away? For a request. Why would you do that?
I was forced against my will.
Oh, you were
no.
not. You
no,
made
you
the decision.
consented.
No, I said you do whatever you want to do. You asked me what I wanted to do. I wasn't going to answer that.
Nick fails
it wasn't
again.
It wasn't my decision.
Already.
So since Ashi can't actually take a hit,
should have never given me access to Nightbot.
The TR is going to step in and change the timeline, glitch in the matrix.
Okay.
We're going to look at the danger tokens here on the side of the tiara, and we're going to disintegrate power equal to that danger.
So if you remember correctly, now Seppy did say if Captain Ashi gets shot or hurt, the tiara takes over, and that's why this is happening right now.
Yeah. So these two power-ups are gone forever. We're never going to see them.
We don't know what they are. It doesn't matter. They got burned.
We don't. Okay. The thing is, it's very mean to not know what they are, especially in other scenarios. The comboing of abilities and fashion items is a big deal. And if you disintegrated what key item for some broke-ass combo you're trying to make, and you don't know what it is, it's spicy.
Gotcha.
And then everything's more dangerous now. We're adding another danger token, so if that all happens again, it's going to be 3.
Okay. So so we're increasing the danger. So that's an important point to point out that we can't do any combos because we don't know what those two are. And then we're increasing the danger and the probability of failing here.
And then more bad guys are coming out.
Sure.
And then this goes back in the bag. We reveal the next thing.
Okay.
Okay. And I got a turn to decide on. All right, so I'm gonna reset all my action coins. And let's see.
So you guys can see how the power or the comms work, where you can strategize for the next phase of what the enemies are doing right now. And so, we can base our decisions on what's going to happen next.
And I can't get a power cube, so I'm going to move to put a tile back in the bag. I'm going to move to teleporter. No. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the best thing. Shoot the bad guy.
Shoot.
Hopefully.
There it is. Shoot. There it is.
Shoot it. Oh, wait.
You tag team that. It's awesome.
And then I'm going to move again to put that back in the bag so you all have a better bag. And I'm going to tank for
Okay,
Ashi.
so move it.
All right.
So a move, not only... So the move isn't just moving your token. You can move one of the tiles back in the bag.
Yep.
If it's in the adjacent ship sector, yeah. If
it's in your sector, you can move it.
Yeah, that's great. All right. So Octavius, this is how this works.
Yep.
Very first thing is I had spent any cubes, they would go back.
Okay.
If I held on to any tiles, which I did, they have to go back. Then they go like here.
Why is that?
Because my therapist says you can only hold on to things so long.
Okay, so you hold on them from one turn and then you can put them back.
Oh yeah, that's the game reason. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Remember,
I'm
the
just
game's
trying to help
autobiographical,
explain
so-
your game.
All right, so I would like to use your suit to give Nick another cube.
You want to use my birthday suit for that? Okay, let's see. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that on your turn, if you give Nick one, Nick can burn the fashion item and magically girl transform.
Nice, Nick.
See that teamwork makes the dream work.
Are you gonna look as good as me? I don't know. I'm really.
All right, so
I
I'm
hope
gonna
so.
shuffle this up.
I hope so, Nick.
I'm going to.
This is my hair. I told you what happened.
I don't have
I'm gonna
fancy
take-
hair
I'm gonna take a
molecule
shoot action.
transformation microwave.
Boom. I'm gonna take
Nice.
another shoot action.
Boom. Do it. Shuffle.
Oh, that hurts.
I think that's known as pulling a Nick in the game. Can you write that in the rules? Can you say
Whoa.
that's pulling a Nick?
Woo,
It'd be amazing.
sounds dirty. I like it. I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm going to get Ashi out of the way. Or Green, do you want to? Do we abandon ship and go for the objective?
I think we're close to abandoning the ship, but I think you get Ashi first.
All right, I'm gonna get Ashi out of the way, and Ashi has come to us.
Is
So now we've
abandoning
met-
ship a good thing? It doesn't sound
At
good.
this point in the game, I think we're pretty close to. We just got to get the necropede heads out of the way.
Okay.
We have all the tiles in the bag. We have now Ashi is at red 5. We just need to put a hit here and 2 hits here, and we win the game.
Okay. So so the goal, as he said, I wrote this down, is to get Ashi to red 5 and make sure that the necropede was decapitated. That's only 2 left, I think, right? And then all the things are in the bag already. So we've done 2 of 3 things. We're almost there.
Okay. Go for it.
What, me? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you.
Okay. Let's see. So we
Burn.
reset.
Return that.
Return. Okay. Power cube back. Boop. Right there.
Then
Right.
this tile you're holding on to,
Yeah.
gotta
I'm,
go back.
I'm holding on to this. Okay. Back in the bag. Bye. Okay. And then that goes back on there. Is this one I have to hold on to for another turn though?
You don't. You can. I think you should, but you don't have to.
Well, okay. Yeah, I think I don't want the miss in there because we want to take this out.
Correct.
So we'll go ahead and do that. And then this. And so I have 3 actions total for this.
And you get a
turn.
power cube for holding on to failure.
And yep. I held on to Nick, and now I get a power cube. That's my reward.
It's not Nick's fault. Nick is incredible. Don't pick on Nick. Did too much Nick picking
Don't
up.
pick
I
on Nick.
love Nick.
Look at this. Look at this
Wow.
guy, this turncoat, saying not to. Oh man.
I love Nick. He's great.
I know. Nick is amazing. Can I get some love for Nick in chat, please?
Yeah, let's
give Epic
yeah.
Realms, aka Nick.
It's
some
like high school.
love.
Everybody make love to Nick.
Make love to Nick. You can make love to Nick with or without.
That's not what they mean, Bentley. That's not what they
contraception.
mean.
It's fine.
Wow.
It's me, Zhao. Zhao, what do you mean? I've
All right.
transformed, Zhao. So
All
that's what
right,
happened.
Octavius, let's do
Okay.
this.
Okay, we're doing
Starter.
it. So right now I'm gonna. Can I shoot any of the things? Am I in line for that?
You
Diagonally,
can,
this thing right here, right?
You could move over to join everybody and shoot that one if you want.
Okay, yeah, but so I'm not I'm not in line with anything right now. So I do have to move.
Diagonally, you're in line with this one.
Okay.
Vertically, you're in line with this one.
I got you. Okay, so I can just shoot or I can move. I think
we want to bingo this one out.
I
but
think
you
that
also
would be
wanna
nice
shoot
because
this
then we
one.
can flip that card over as kind of what you were saying. So let's try to
But
do that. Let's go ahead
don't-
and do what? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Your core suit. You get to give somebody a power cube.
Oh yeah, that's right. So give an agent a power cube. Okay, so let's help Nick out, right?
I love Nick.
Nick, power
Nick.
cube. Power cubing. Nick, take my power cube.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. America's top bottom right here. So we've got we're doing the shooting, bang bang, the next on the turn. So let's go ahead. Actually, okay, so if I hit an enemy, I get the armor patch back, right?
Yeah, you
One
do.
of them. So bang, and then shuffle it. Do you want me to do it? You wanted to diddle my bags. I like it. I like
I
it.
worry for you.
Okay, so you dids it. We're gonna just grab it.
Oh no.
Well, Seppi's fault.
Don't let Seppy touch your bag.
That's
the scenario there. Okay,
All right.
so
All right, you have no armor patches, Octavius.
I do not.
That means you died.
Okay, bye.
So that means the ship has to step in. We're going to
Okay.
disintegrate 3 cards for a disruption. They go to there. We add go ahead, Octavius, add another danger token to our danger level.
Okay, danger, high voltage. There we go.
Yeah. And now keep on going.
And then thanks, Tiara. Tiara is nice.
It
That
is. Living
amazing.
Ship cares about you.
Okay, well that's amazing. The ship is very caring. Okay, so again, I don't see any other reason not to keep shooting.
Yeah, that's my motto.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna shuffle.
I didn't do it yet.
Oh yes. Okay.
Is there one bad thing left in the bag?
There's some stuff out there.
Oh,
There it is.
No, well, it's not
listen to
not a
this.
critical though.
All right.
So we're okay.
Octavius, I would ask you to move to where we are and then take a shot at this head.
All right. Alrighty. I can't. Can I move and shoot? I can't.
Yes, you got a cube.
Oh, I got a cube. That's right. So you can. So I can move. And moving to the square right there, and then with the power cube, I can move it down to the shoot thing. Shoot. And I'm gonna shuffle this thing. Okay. I can't possibly nick again, right?
Hey, that's great.
Hey. Okay, so is that a heal up? I get
It
the
is.
armor back.
So
or
what
what?
ends
One of
up
them?
happening is it goes here because you shot diagonal with the always right revolver.
And it counts as a
Okay.
heal. Shoot.
It counts as a heal, and the turtle tank heals you.
So you get
So now you're back up to full health.
So that counts as a hit.
It does.
Okay, so not only is that a hit, that's also a heal.
Yeah.
It is.
In this scenario. Okay, so good. So then and the turtle gives me the second one back.
Nice.
And then thus ends my turn, and I pass the bag to clockwise to Nick.
Nick. All right, Nick.
Book.
All right. So I would reset.
Yeah, I would return those so that you can magically girl transform.
I'm going to return the miss. But I'm going to keep the other one so I can get a token.
No, you have a fashion item. That's what you're gonna do for your.
Well, what if I want to keep my fashion item?
Then you can't transform.
Yeah, I can because I get one for keeping this block.
Yeah, but your actionometer must read move, shoot, shoot, engage, not move, move, shoot. Think about your childhood.
What? But I haven't. Oh, I see what you're saying. I have to return. I thought that I could still do it with this last one.
Oh,
No,
Nick,
you
you just
can't.
sit and look pretty, Nick. That's okay. You just sit and look pretty. It's fine.
All right.
Nick's like, I worked really hard to get my molecules scrambled for this fashion item. How dare I?
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it because it was really good for me.
Burn it. Burn it.
But so is being free of this wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. So everybody's transformation sequence is different.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like puberty.
Is that different for every game? So the red has several different. So in the game, right, when you get it, is there several different transformation sequences for each player character?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Gotcha.
Not yet. If we had a bigger fan base and funded more, that was definitely on the list of
Gotcha.
stretch goals.
Okay.
But we were not able to get there yet. All right, Nick, come to us. Do your
All right. So
transformation.
my question is I got to move, shoot, right?
So yeah.
So if I move,
Yeah.
I can have
And
one
then-
shot. That'll move it over.
No, you
and
have
I will-
this shot here.
What's that?
Yep.
Your first shot is here.
Oh, because I can use somebody else's
Yep.
diagonally thing.
You have to
Right.
ask me nicely, though, Nick. You can't just grab my gun
Hey,
without
Diane,
permission,
you've
sir.
got to ask if you can
You
use
gotta
Diane.
ask. You gotta ask.
All right. I move.
You didn't ask me.
Because I haven't gotten there yet. I just
Okay,
moved.
okay. I'm just waiting. Also, too, Seppy, you say yet, and Mark says yet. This game is modular, right? So you can get. Are you thinking about like you can add different scenarios to it, not just
How
the
much?
initial
Yeah.
initial thing? Okay.
For expansion deck, which is amazing, and it's why Necropede is so cheap. All we had to do is make this event deck plus special add-on cards for the giant robot, the Conquest Princess.
There
So
you
that
go.
is why the expansion, though it doubles the content,
Plus
Octavius-
pets.
Oh, and more pets. It doubles the content, but it was only $15.
There you go. There you go. And then you can do that. You've got everything set up, and so you can design extra scenarios to include and maybe charge $15, $20, whatever it is. But you'll be able to
With
hopefully
just the stuff in-
infinitely add these things in the future.
With just the stuff left in
Yeah.
the box, we can do another set of 4. We could do one more story with what we've got left.
Nice.
Yeah. We got
That's
one more-
exciting. So you're not just, even if you just get the initial portion of it, you've got the opportunity to have even more scenarios, more games, just
For
an
cheap.
infinitely expanded game. Because if you buy Monopoly, that's all you get.
Right.
Yeah.
You buy this, you get a shit ton more.
Because people who like this love it.
Right. Well, and I find in this game I'm not going to
Similar
flip
amounts
the
of
table
pain.
over when Grandma takes Park Place and Boardwalk. Grandma, if you're watching,
Where'd you get the
stop
pink
that
50s,
shit.
Grandma?
Yeah, you stole them. You're not the banker ever again. Cheater.
All right. So I'm going to shoot. Octavius, can I use your stuff?
You
Please?
want to use Diana? You gotta ask me in a way that would be fitting for Diana, please.
Who's Diana?
Dirty Diana.
Oh my God, you know what, dude? You don't even know who Diana is, and now I'm not sure if I'm gonna let you use it.
I mean, do you want to win or do you want to lose?
Are you threatening me with Diana? You gotta ask. You
I'm
gotta ask.
saying either
nice.
you let
Are
me use it and we
are you
all
afraid
survive,
now?
or you don't and I die.
It's like every
know what?
role-playing game we've all ever played together.
You know what?
It's a team effort. Please, can I use it?
Let me let me ask that.
Please?
Oh,
Please?
oh, you said that. Oh, look at Nick using the magic word. Of course you can use it.
So I will shoot that corner or attempt to.
You got this, Nick. I believe in you.
Yeah! Oh, look at that. That's
Hey,
powerful.
Diana.
Nice work. That's teamwork.
Yeah, that makes the dream work.
Teamwork.
Shoot again.
Well, I don't have much of a choice, so I think I'm going to shoot again.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Wait, I didn't shuffle.
Okay. It didn't matter.
That's fine. Okay.
Miss.
Now, the engage I want you to do, or you should consider, is to bring Mark to us. It is time for us to form Voltron an abandoned ship.
Mark, would you like to join us?
Yes.
So dramatic.
Look at that balance right on top.
There was undertones within that. Yes, there was tones on top of tones. It was
Mark, for
beautiful.
getting your molecules exfoliated.
Beautiful.
Gasp. Let's see.
Yep, the epidermis of your molecules has been.
Nice.
Oh, I got some
love
shoes. Let's get
Oh,
some
he loves you so
shoes.
much.
Shoes.
Oh, those are nice.
Shoes.
Okay. And now, Nick, I have some serious questions.
Oh, do you? Do you know?
Number one, do you have 4 power cubes?
I do.
Number 2, does your actionometer match your transformation sequence?
It does.
Do you now magically girl transform? All right, the very first step, of course, is return the power cubes. Mark, is this on our new reference card, the steps for magical girl transformation?
It is not.
Do you think we have room?
Probably.
Let's do that.
All right. And then I flip over my thing.
No, you repair any damage.
Oh, is that including wardrobe malfunction?
And then you remove any wardrobe malfunctions. That gets disintegrated. That's gone.
Is that under fast fashion or events? Events, right?
It's an event.
Events.
Thank you for asking. Okay. Now you flip over your suit. Amazing. Now
And
you have
that
this new
says
power.
when you pew, draw 2 tiles, choose one, and it's the same exact thing as it was before. Okay.
No, it's it doesn't. You can do it any number of times now. It's unlimited.
Oh, gotcha. And then I flip this one over.
Yeah, you flip that over.
So before it was just one time,
first
now
time.
it's any time. Oh, the first time. Now it's any time you hit the target.
And critical fails do not damage any agent until the end of my next turn. So for the
yeah,
next
put that
round,
right. Yeah, it's amazing. So put that right by your cosmic cat, so you remember that that's going on.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Interesting.
then you'll discard that when it's done. And now
So now
we're
we're protected by Nick from any damage this next.
only
next
from the
round.
critical. If you critically fail, draw a critical crappy card.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
So you can shoot with abandoned. But that's
Yeah.
great because Nick is our Nick is going to be last in this round.
Yep.
Because
It's just
Mark
the
is
whole
our
round.
lead agent, so we're gonna get that maximum effect this whole time.
Right.
All right. So on the Necropede, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. See that? Okay.
Now on the Tiara, we get a bad guy on 0 again. Guy will not leave us alone. The bad guys shoot. We have a couple bad guys out. So that is comms dead.
Oh no!
That is engineering flipped, and that is teleporter flipped. And then we have bad guys on 4 and 8. So 1 goes back in the bag.
No, it didn't.
Oops. All right, there's a lot of bad guys in the ship now.
Also, yeah, you guys see what happened there. The ones that were available did attack after the 0 was put on there, and then added 1 and the 5, and now we've got we abandoned ship, so we didn't give a fuck now. So it's a good deal.
Well, the good thing is, since they damage comms, if there's a bad thing that comes out next, it's not happening.
This is good.
Since they damage, okay, so I don't get that. Go ahead and explain that.
All
to
right,
me.
so since comms is damaged, telemetry is 0. So
Okay.
we don't reveal a card.
Right.
So if this next card is one of those bad ones like the wardrobe malfunction, it's not happening right now.
Okay, so why
like if
isn't
we
it
if we had
happening?
revealed it, it would have immediately happened.
Okay.
But since we're not revealing anything, nothing
Okay.
bad is happening right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes
And
sense.
now we get to do some stuff.
Let's do it.
Hey everybody,
Bring us
can I
home.
can I
Bring us
use like
home.
all the core suits possible right now?
Yeah, you have access to everything.
All right.
Okay.
May I please use Diana?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
Of course. My Tom Segura.
Do you even need to use Diana?
I don't. So I'm gonna move to this next spot.
No, don't do that.
No. Okay.
Shoot, and then engage this over.
Yeah,
and
shoot, engage
get
since
that.
I can engage. So I'm gonna shoot. And that's a Titan tile. That's a thing I got. I get another power cube. Might as well
I'll
just
take care
use-
of this.
Okay. Now I'm going to
Engage.
move over engage. Oh yeah, you could just move it to me instead of moving. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah, but
engage.
doesn't engage and his turn or no?
Oh, I'm green.
He's green.
That
Oh,
doesn't happen
okay.
for
That's
me.
right. That's right. He is
Okay.
omnipotent.
That is a miss.
That's amazing. That's what you wanted to do.
Remember, you can draw two
All right.
if you want to use my armor.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's a hit. We're gonna keep that.
Yeah.
All right, so that moves this back this way.
Right.
And
the
then
last
I'm
one,
gonna
you engage it over.
Yeah, I'm gonna engage to move it back to us, and now purple's gonna end the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this. Thanks, Dad, for
Do you-
being so shitty to me during Little League. And oops, sorry.
Who did?
Too autobiographical. All right. Okay, and then I'm Nick. Can I use your core suit? Silence. Nick.
I'm giving you thumbs up.
That's
Or
a
you can't
thumbs
see me.
up.
I can
Yes,
see
you
it.
can.
All right, I did this. Oh, the double hit. And all right, Octavius.
Yeah.
What are our win conditions?
Our win conditions are if we get the Ashy to red 5, if we decapitate the necropede, and also if we get all our things in the bag.
Yeah, we have won.
We
the
won.
beach on the edge of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, some of us have won more than others. Let's just say that. You know, there was a lot of people involved, but you know, ultimately
it was a team effort. Team.
Right, Nick. Yep.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nick, how do you feel about this this next scenario? This is the first time you've gotten to play the beach, right?
Yes.
Yes. It's
Yes.
great.
Yes.
You want to go check it out? Boom, there it is. There's the Kickstarter for this particular scenario for Conquest Princess.
All right, we're gonna probably call it quits, but we're gonna hang out for a couple of minutes answering questions if folks have it.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, poke it in there. I'll do
What
what I
are-
can to answer.
What are all of the things people can get in the Kickstarter?
Okay, it's great that you asked. So this Kickstarter, which is the Kickstarter Night of the Necropede for the expansion deck, was a thing that we ended up doing because the original campaign got attacked by hate groups. So last June, if people didn't know, all of the social media sites failed their own standards for community guidelines for harassment and other things. And the reason that is probably is because they were laying everybody else off to try to replace them with robots with AI moderators. So during last June, during Pride, homophobes descended on our campaign in the various places people wanted to talk about it on Facebook.
Okay.
So that made it an epic struggle. That is why it took 33,371 minutes to fund. It probably have been like 18,892 minutes to be like average it out. That's probably what it would have been in a reasonable universe. But what that ended up making us do is have to make a smaller game than we originally intended, obviously, because the funding is what it is. It is still a spectacular game. And that being said, instead of it being what was going to be 8.5 pounds, Mark, with all the double boards.
Yeah.
Everything was going to be double boards, all this kind of stuff. So it had to end up being smaller, and it only had the 4 original core stories instead of the 12. So we came back and we did Night of the Necropede, which is just a $15 deck and so forth and whatnot. But what it means for your question, Nick, about what can people get is now is the only time to get the fancy stuff for this game. We are probably not going to come back to that or the fancy stuff for quite a while if we do. And fancy stuff for that are the bag tiles, the Bag of Destiny. Do you have any of those tiles hanging out, Mark, or should I get mine?
Nope, they all went to reviewers.
All right, let me go get that. Mark, you keep on talking about that.
So the fancy tiles are, if you look at these tiles, you can see they sort of look like your typical punch board things. The fancy ones are this really fancy clear acrylic. They're 20 millimeters by 10. They feel like nice little like plastic starbursts.
Yeah.
And what that really does is makes it just a pleasure to draw them out of the bag.
Yeah,
They're
sure. Like maybe like
tactile. There's a tactile feeling
sure.
to drawing the
like a Scrabble tile. Kind of
think about how you feel about dice. It's like
Sure.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like very smooth, hard plastic.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that cardboardy stuff that's going to absorb your finger moisture. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe some people, they like that. They got a cardboard kink. That's okay. We don't hate.
If you like the game and you're gonna play it a lot, this is like cardboard tiles in a bag. Don't hold up like these gems, these beauties. Like, look how cuckoo bananas these look like. Octavius, don't eat it.
Oh my God, that's not a Scrabble tile. That should come in like a box, and I should propose to somebody. Holy shit!
It's a little bit more like Jolly Ranchers, maybe. I guess would be a better.
Don't put those in your mouth, though, please. That's a PSA. Do not put the tiles.
Like seriously, they're literally as beautiful as they are incredible.
That is incredible.
So you can only get those if you join the Kickstarter.
Yes, join the Kickstarter and do it. We're not going to let the hate groups fucking dictate what we do. Here we go. Let's do this.
All right, so that's number one. Like if you get the game, and you want the essential upgrade, Mark, don't you think that is the essential upgrade?
Yeah, it's just nice. And then when we inevitably come up with the RPG of this game, then you get to use those fancy tiles in the RPG.
Yes. So
just what is that? What is that? Oh, tell.
Well, if you've seen me on Epic Realms before, has probably been playing the.
I don't know. I've never seen you in Epic Realms. I've only seen you like five times. Yeah.
It's so weird. Like he's on all the time. Like so many times, Octavius. Like, well, how could you not have seen him on Epic Realms?
But we have played the Mechanical Corners RPG, which is the RPG based on our previous Kickstarter, A Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber. So at some point, we're probably gonna get to our Conquest Princess.
The
RPG.
ambitious goal is for Zine Quest next year.
Yeah.
Or we'll do 100 month, either one. Maybe it's 100 pages, but the core rules for it are very exciting. You're using the actionometer and the Bag of Destiny to determine as a storytelling device, and it's slick. It's super duper duper fun, and the fashion verse is awesome. So
that's super exciting. I'm excited for that.
Right.
Captain Ashi is front and center for the RPG. It is about the fashion hunters of the Tiara. So you do not play the agents. The agents are busy like solving the time-space problems. But the fashion hunters go out and they're collecting items. It's like heists. It's like Tomb Raider. It's like bartering. They're doing all the things a bounty hunter would do to get these items that are cut from the Titan Field. And the Titan Field is the creative fabric of the universe. And so I don't know if are we going to do a setting for the Court of Destruction or the Age of Titans? So there are two other eras in the Fashionverse universe. And the second era, of course, is talked about during the comic book. But the comic book intimates that there is actually an era before that, which is called the Titan era. which is
Primordial universe.
Yeah, it is the primordial universe. So, that being said, this alone is a reason to get the bag. All right, so that is a thing to think about. Now, the next thing that you can only get is the acrylic upgrade. And now the acrylic upgrade is taking the cardboard tokens and instead making them this lush acrylic version. So if you want your guys to be extra, or your gals to be extra fancy, here is an example of what the acrylics look like. And they look pretty nice. Like the glow that this pet icon has with the light through it is pretty nice.
Yeah, if you're going to play this game, that'll hold up quite well. If you play it at any length of time, you know how cardboard stuff just disintegrates after a while. These will not. So that looks amazing.
You saw how much we handled those minions in this game.
Yeah.
You get to really handle those.
Well, not Nick.
mankinis.
Nick didn't handle them at all. But
What do you mean? I
guys
shot
did.
more than anyone else. Shut up.
You
This guy
shot,
made
but
you
did you
shoot more
hit?
than anything else, Nick? I love that. We should talk more later.
Yeah, those minions don't skip leg day.
they never skip leg day.
No. Very musculature.
But you can also, like, the core of the Kickstarter is the Necropede deck, which is makes the game big. But you can also get the base game, and then we've got packages that have.
Thank you, NYC Flower Blossom. Welcome on in.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Packages with the game and all the upgrades and stuff.
Sure.
So after this is nice, and you get to play a lot. It shows off all the art, fantastic. Like, this is the best way to enjoy the art, is the acrylic standees. Up for it, we call that the what's the level? Is it opulence or is it extravagant? What is the word that
It's
we
both.
use?
It's the lights of opulent extravagance. I believe.
Extravagant opulence. So the next step up from that is ridiculous. Octavius,
It's
you ready for
ridiculous.
this?
I don't know. Hold on. Okay, yes, I'm ready. Bring it.
Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you magically girl transform,
what?
It lights up.
It lights up, and it has a second set of acrylics that if you want to also have an action pose, you can then insert the action pose in the like kit.
That's
So-
amazing.
Yeah, it's a second set of acrylics with special art for the transformations.
And this is an add-on, right? That people can
It's
get?
an add-on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Nice.
get the regular standees with the transformations in cardboard. Only in the acrylic
So
version.
if you want the upgrade, this is what you get.
Yeah,
That's
that
what you
actually also comes with, we've been passing this the first player marker around, or the lead agent marker. It comes with a big chunky metal coin.
Nice.
And then all the action coins on everybody's wrist blasters are also little metal coins.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. That
Very
is
fancy,
awesome.
very fun.
I love it. I had a blast, and yeah, I would go and check this out. This is perfect for like somebody was saying earlier too, that this would be great, for my kids to play, but it's good for kids and adults. We had a blast. I feel like you could drink or not drink. You could have fun with this. Kids can have fun with this. It's very with the times.
The tutorial and this
amazing.
mission, like advanced kids could do, yeah. You got, but the other missions, they are hard. It is co-op game hard. So, and there's got a lot of moving parts, but yeah.
So they can get the game standalone, right?
Yep.
And they can get the game with the Necropede, right?
Yep.
You can also get the game with or without. You can get Princess Zero on the side, the comic book, right? Princess Zero.
And just get the comic book. If you think diverse voices in game publishing are important, because tragedies that are happening on the planet, and particularly in the United States, it's really hard to be LGBTQIA currently, in particular, if you're like non-binary or trans. The game features canonically all female characters, with one being trans and one being non-binary. so people can see you represented. And we try to do it in such a way that if you look for that, you can see yourself. But if that's not your big deal, don't worry about it. Right?
Right.
It is a thing. Like, people still want to be Sailor Moon meets Star Trek. The very last thing, there's two last things for the campaign, and that is the MOUS, the mouse, the mat of unusual size, Octavius. And it is the largest size for an IKEA gaming table. Okay? And it helps you with solo setup and keep things organized. And then the flip side has sort of key features of the galaxy in the fashion verse.
That's perfect because I cannot set up. I need like I need places to put. I need labels.
Right.
I just can't. Yeah.
Where do I put them? I don't know. Right there.
Yeah, I
It
don't
shows
know.
you
And
where
then-
to put it. Right
I'm
there,
not-
Octavius.
I don't know. Yes.
Right. It helps you with setup and play, like, and that setup works for all but the boss. Does it even work for the boss missions?
Yeah, it's got space for boss.
Yeah. So so that's an 8, but it is sumptuous, and it is I think just under 10 pounds, the MOUS.
It's big. It's bigger than
It
the
has
game.
to be shipped separately. It is a bit of a commitment, but we'll probably make like very few of those. But if you were around for Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber, you realize when we do one of these mats, because we're making so few of them, we go crazy on them. And the
Because
last
it's
one,
fun.
we actually had Mark's podcasting people go on a tour of the places that were on the mat. And it was a 12-minute like talking bird tour.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. We hate money.
Nice. So another question I have.
We
Another
hate
question
money.
I have is, can they get any of your other games via this Kickstarter?
Yeah, the best deal yet, the Quadruple Threat, which is all 3 of our small box games, which is Squirrel Die, Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber, and Hedgehog Hop, and our cult classic Processing. Processing is an amazing game. It got crushed by the Dark Times. Nobody wanted to buy a party game about the in 2020. So yeah. That
It's
was
a great
bit of
game. It's a
problem,
lot
but
of fun.
It is fun.
It is.
Mhm.
It is ridiculously fun. Also, we have our events for Origins posted, but we are going to post more of those. If people want to check that out, then we are going to post our Gen Con events. Early Gen Con events was Sunday or something, right?
Yeah, but
Mark?
we've still got a couple weeks to get the main ones in.
Yeah, we got the main one. So we're going to be in Gen Con. We figured that out. We're going to go like we're trying a whole new thing of making it happen.
There's a Kickstarter. There's the Fight in a Box website as well. You can find all the information about those things on the website.
Yeah, and
Sharing
if you
that
love
on
the
our other platforms as well.
Yeah, and there's free stuff that you guys could do and have some fun. If you want to read the digital version of Princess Zero, it's on our website. Go ahead. We even have a motion, voice acted motion comic version of it up already. If you like it. Additionally, on our Instagram, we do a Into the Fashion verse like 2-panel cartoon series that basically is the characters from Conquest Princess interacting with the Fight in a Box regulars, and chaos ensues. And that has been really fun. We're in series 2 of those. I think we have like 11 more episodes that we're posting on that. But what are they? 32 seconds?
They're like 20 seconds.
Oh, like they're great.
There's
But
the
I think
Instagram. I
that's-
made it easy for you guys. Go click it, follow, do the things.
Click it, get all the things.
Click
Yeah.
it, lick it, and click it. Do it right now.
And we're very excited about Lone Gamers of the Apocalypse coming up. We haven't done one of those in a bit. Actually, we did do one for Beak, Feather,
and Bone.
Bone. We did do a Lone Game, so that's coming up. Our long form content, we got all that kind of stuff. And then I do board game design tip for the day, and we do the Wednesday live where we talk on TikTok about how we make gaming better. And Octavius, we make gaming better 3 ways. Number 1, We make better games or games content. And Nick
Hold
is
on,
the
I didn't have a
category.
pen. Okay, one. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, better games and game content. That Nick is making better content.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, we're inviting more people to the table. Like, hey, just like beer and food, having people bring their cultural experience to gaming, like music, like food, whatever it is, makes those things inherently better. And number three, by making spaces better, more fun to play in. And that is spaces that are safer, spaces that are more accessible, spaces that are
more inclusive.
spaces where people can run away from real life problems. Like there's a lot of ways to make spaces better.
Oh, you're making me tear up. That's amazing. That's amazing, Seppy. Why? You know what? This guy, he asked, why are you guys so amazing?
Why are you guys so amazing?
That's a weird name, but anyway, yeah. Why are you guys so amazing, Mark and Seppy? Why?
Why?
How did that happen?
Oh, Mark can tell the story of how it happened.
Well, it's the power of fashion and friendship. Right? The powers of fashion and friendship.
It is the powers of friendship. But the serious answer to your question is we believe in the power of laughter and storytelling to bring us together. And we live in an environment where people are constantly reminded about the things that we need to disagree about. And I think there is a place, which is an enlightened place, where you still can talk about the things that matter, but the first thing that you do is make sure you like and trust each other. And that is by starting with games.
Well said.
Yay.
That's well said. I hope somebody can clip that and repeat what you just said. That was amazing.
Clip it. Aww. Clip it, and then it'll be on all the show notes.
Yep. See, Bentley loves it so much. I knew she would.
She does.
Yeah, Mark and I have been working on games together for 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fight in the Box has been his 11th anniversary is next month. Yeah, and honestly, our creative partnership and our game company saved me from very dark times. And just so you know, Nick, we are so good at delivering on time. I was homeless when we did the last Kickstarter.
It's true.
During Mouse Cheese, not Princess in June.
Yeah.
Yeah, like each Kickstarter has its own separate life world thing going on. Like Hate Groups was last time, but the previous one, I was fighting
Seppy
homeless.
was living out of a vehicle.
No, I was not that flavor of homeless. I was without a permanent residence on couches and other places.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's not so bad.
I would let Sleepy sleep on my couch. Well, I would let Sleepy. That's a separate conversation, anyway.
That's the wig and wine talking, and I want to talk to both of those later.
So, guys, go and check out Fight in the Box. You can also check out the Kickstarter. Octavius has it posted there. Nightbot has it posted there. There's that link for why Mark and Seppy are so awesome that has been clipped by Bentley. Thank you, Bentley.
Thank you, Bentley,
for clipping that. Bentley. We appreciate that.
And Seppy, if you don't mind, can I go ahead and quote that? Like put that in quotes and post that wherever I want.
Yeah, like are you talking about the wig and wine thing? Yeah, that makes sense.
That's always for later.
Oh. So yeah, guys, go check it out. Go back the Kickstarter. You guys were so awesome when they were on GameFound. I think I don't want to take credit or anything, but I'm pretty sure you guys were not quite at finishing GameFound at the last minute, and you came on here and demoed it, and for some reason that night you guys hit your goal. So I'm not saying it was me, but I mean it was communicatively, I think, was helpful. So those of you who were here last time, those of you who are here now, thank you so much for participating and supporting Seppy and Mark and this game and all the stuff they've done. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Not to be a downer, but the best analogy is, like when like something critical like electorally happens and you win by like a certain number of votes and every vote really felt like it counted because you won by 22 votes. That is what your channel was part of during the last campaign. Mm-hmm. Everybody counted, everybody showing up, and you can make a huge difference in indie gaming game publisher's life by being a fan. And I really believe, and we're going to talk about this next week, how indie gaming keeps gaming in general healthier. Yeah, and so like, and it doesn't have to be us. We have
Where are you going to talk about
indie
that,
game
Seppy?
friends. Just like supporting indie games and gamers is a great way to fuel the hobby that you love.
Yeah, and that's
Where
on the
you-
live
where-
on his TikTok.
Okay, live on Seppy's TikTok. Let me see if I can.
You got that?
That's
you
on
get that one?
Wednesdays, 3 p.m.
And he does a talk every Wednesday. Every Wednesday on TikTok,
Every
he does
Wednesday.
a live with guests or whatever.
Yeah, this week's guest was everything is better with donuts. We talked about
Everything is better with donuts. How did you know that? Oh my God. I say that all the time.
This is true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's true.
But yeah, anything did I miss, Mark? Anything? I covered a lot of our stuff.
I think you got it all. We've got a
How
lot
can
going
we?
on.
How can we see more Mark? Seppy seems like he's
Oh,
all over
okay.
the place. How can we get more Mark in our lives?
Well, you can do all the stuff that Seppi said, because I'm in most of those places. But I also do podcasts and RPG content over at Nightcast Creative. So on YouTube, we've got Nightcast Creative. I do podcasts. Coruscant Nights is a Star Wars actual play podcast set at the end of the Clone Wars. I take a lot of the stuff that Seppi was talking about with community and getting diverse voices and try and fuel that into or funnel that into my podcast as well, where I have different players on every set of episodes and all that sort of fun stuff.
There's
That
the
is
link to your
amazing.
link tree for Nightcast Creative.
Yeah,
Sure.
thank you.
And there's
All
the
of
there's the link to
Perfect.
the website
Yeah.
too.
So we do Star Wars, fantasy, indie games, all sorts of stuff.
Make sure you click on the about section of that website because he's popping out of a tree and there you go. I don't know. He was
thanks
hiding and
again.
said peekaboo. It's a little peekaboo shot. I like it.
It is a little peekaboo.
Octavius, thanks so much for being part of this today, and Nick, thanks so much for being so helpful. As like you're wearing the purple shirt because you've been a booth babe for us. That's how you get one of those shirts. You and
What do I have
Holly.
to do?
were
What do I have to
fantastic
do?
for
What do I have
us.
to take off? How do I do this? God.
And then yeah, and thanks again for the support during lesson. Like literally it took everybody like 33,371 minutes. It's practically like rent. It is I think it was like 40 hours to go when we made it last time.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how long that is.
Before
It's
we head out,
16
would
days in.
you shout out all you've been on a bunch of other shows, other streams, other podcasts. You've been, people have play tested it and done reviews for you guys. If you want to shout out all of those people, and just to give them some credit for helping you guys out as well, because again, it is a community, and I didn't coin the phrase, but I use it all the time. Rising tides raise all ships. I'd love to show them some support and some love as well, and thank them for helping you guys out as well.
Right.
We're gonna do a fun mishmash. Jamie Stegmeyer talked about this in his blog. So he talked about this project a couple weeks ago. So like enough little people talking about a thing gets bigger people up the chain to do it. So this is another reason like supporting smaller creators is so good, Nick. Like what you're doing there gets us to be talked about enough that larger people talk about us. Hungry Gamer on YouTube was a large part of that effort. If you want to know why this game matters in our current political climate, I really think you should check out Area 51's
Room 51.
Room 51's Why Conquest Princess Matters. And Matthew says like on like a personal level why this game is a big deal. Like, yeah. And small creators that you should also think on YouTube, Tabletop for One. Daniel is a small guy whose channel it keeps on growing and growing. Obviously, Board Games for One, Mike, the solo community, some bigger names in those communities who really wanted this game to succeed, despite the fact that they had to be arm twisted to try it because the theme was too crazy for them. was Board Game Co. and One Stop Co-op Shops, Mike, which are big names in the solo space. Of course, our constant gal pal, Kim Breeze and Tabletop Rebellion, she now moderates one of the reviewer boards for Facebook, which is good to see a woman in charge of those boards for once. The TikTok audience has been super kind to us. Big names there, of course, are Jason Headley, Easy Cat, Grant Lyon, and Danny Standring. But there were a host of other people who sounded in, who are starting their channel, who had some time with the obviously Low Level Adventures. Chris cannot get enough of trolling me, and has been taking the copy of Princess on various places. This is like an Oscar speech. I keep on waiting for the music to show up because I can just keep on thanking people.
It's fine. It's fine.
Any other
fine.
Other Twitch streams? You were on other Twitch streams as well?
I'm the only one who got the rent reference, Seppy. So
yeah,
you know.
33,271 minutes.
There's a stream happening right now, right, Seppy?
Ruel will be Ruel Gavariola is I butchered his last name, is streaming Princess right now.
Well, I know him.
Yeah, Ruel's great. Amanda Panda.
Actually, he's
Panda
not.
Angel,
He's not.
Twitch streamer. Panda Angel's been really great about this, and she's really good about helping out queer folks. Part of Tabletop Gamers, the people who give ribbons at conventions. What's I forgot his name right now. Her constant companion with his pom-poms. CE also, and then Jess. And then a few folks on Instagram like Gamer Girl, Scott. They're just a host of people across all the various channels. Mark, did I miss anyone? Will I get hate mail for missing anybody in particular?
So many people, Seppi, because there have been so many people, and it's easy to pass somebody up, but everybody has been really great.
What about the podcast community? There's been a few. Richard. We're Not Wizards. Board Game Rundown. Tabletop Submarine. Level Up podcast. They covered it. Secret Cabal. And
we mentioned this earlier, but I was on Tales of the Outer Rim last Thursday streaming on Twitch, and I think that video has now gone up on YouTube as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, Zach. Their stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely. So yes, I missed a million people, and if you gave me a pause, I could probably
That's right. They understand. They understand. Your good intentions. You listed quite a few, and we appreciate all of them.
That's a lot of support. That is amazing to see. I love all of that. It's so many that you've maybe forgotten. It sounds like Mark said you forgot a lot, but it's fine. I think that is so amazing. It just goes to show you there's room for just about everything. And I had a blast, you guys. Everybody listening, I had an absolute blast with not only with these guys, but just with the game in general.
Aw.
Yeah, it's a cool game, and it's different. It's unique enough, but it's easy to learn. It's fun, and you got lots of different options. So there's replayability over and over again.
Right.
And it's it
yeah,
only has room to grow, right?
Yep, exactly. And just to reiterate though, are you guys planning any future DLCs for this particular setup, or is this something that you might revisit later and there's no plans right now?
When you say if you include Patrick Yang, probably.
Yeah, we've all got our own little secret projects that we're not telling each other about until they're ready.
Sure. That sounds really
awesome.
It's and the next thing for us will be 180 degrees in the opposite direction. End of the line is where this is about fashion and friendship. End of the line is about embracing the punishment.
Do you say punishment?
Punishment.
The punishment.
Making sure I heard that right.
Embrace the punishment.
This sounds like a game for Octavius.
Hopefully we'll have that ready to get to the table very soon, and we can come back and punish each other.
Yeah, we're gonna punish each other so hard. Oh, it's gonna be good.
I'll bring the leather.
I think
yeah.
let's hang out here and keep chatting because it looks like Raul's gonna go live at 1. It looks like.
Yeah.
And then we can just
Okay,
raid into him.
let's roll over there, Nick. That sounds great.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll wait
want
for him
more
to.
Princess.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Tackling Princess.
Wham. Good job. Way to go, Nick.
Thank you.
You're like a regular
for the
Killian
sub. What
music.
up, bro?
Yeah.
What up, bro? Okay, so you also have a. It looks like on the Kickstarter there's like a big fancy version of Mouse Cheese as well, or not Mouse Cheese of
Squirrel or Die.
Die.
We did not mention it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Mark, talk about the history of Squirrel or Die.
Squirrel or Die it's the first fight in a box game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It started out as these cool little handmade, every copy handmade wooden tiles of the game. After that, we got illustrator Graham Judd, who also did the Princess Zero prequel comic, to do the version of the game that is currently in print. It has gone through multiple iterations, including the one that Seppy just grabbed for the fancy acrylic tiles. We've been talking about a lot of fancy acrylic. And I think the one that he's got there is one that came out with processing. This version, it has also then been picked up by Prolific and turned into a fancy lumberjack version of Squirrel or Die.
Yeah.
And now we have the fancy acrylic version, the deluxe version. So our previous games, Hedgehog Hop and Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber, we made these fancy acrylic versions that have that big cloth bag that Seppy was showing off earlier, and big, chunky, nice tiles.
Mark, did you see this?
I didn't. Mine
I haven't
should probably
opened
be
it
in the
yet.
mail soon.
Yeah, Squatch and Seek is
Yeah.
the lumberjack version of Squirrel.
And I
or
now
Die.
have the Kickstarter up behind you guys. So you guys talking about Squirrel or Die. So I've got that picture from the Kickstarter up.
Yeah.
So this is the handmade copy that by handmade I used a laser to pew these. We hand packed, Bob and I, 1,400 of these, and that's how we got our game company started.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the comic.
So the comic is in a very different style. It is Japanese woodblock prints. If you like a couture and edgy, this is couture and edgy. Take that, AI art. You would never think to do this.
And now that artist is the one, Graham Judd, who did Squirrel or Die and this fancy version of Squirrel or Die. We are only going to make 100 of them, and they're only going to be available in limited time frames. So we've got it available for the Kickstarter. We may be able to make future ones available at conventions and special sales and stuff, but it's not going to be super easy to come by, and there are only going to be 100 of them.
Yeah, we're only making 100 of them.
But it is a game of survival in the world's most dangerous backyard. You go up against all the other squirrels, hiding your food and traps and bombs in the autumn, and trying to remember where you put all the good stuff and the bad stuff in the winter. It is memory. It's battle memory, basically. Memory where you get 3 deaths and you're out.
And if you want to try it out before you buy it, you can also play it for free on Sovereignty for the rest of the month.
Yep. So you got a week to try it, but only 22 hours left in the Kickstarter. So
oh, is it 22 hours? I hadn't even looked.
Try it soon.
So try it soon. Yeah, try it. Go get it. It's fun. We've featured it a couple times here. Octavius has played it with me and Bentley as well here on stream. I think I played with a couple other people too. I've played it on stream a handful of times. So definitely, if you guys have seen us play it, you can get the super awesome acrylic version right here as well. And I'm stoked for that. Let's see. What else is on this thing here? We talked about the quadruple threat with processing. There's a picture of the processing mouse, cheese, hedgehog, hop, and school
I
or
see
die. Fashion and pets pack, $5 add-on.
All right, so that is if you are late to the party, you're like, hey, I wanted all the stuff that everybody else got, like
That's where you
for
get
being like followers of the campaign
Or
or
first day
maybe
backers.
first day. Yeah, it's basically you can get all those extras in that pack.
So you saw the turtle tank in action that healed blue whenever blue hit, and the cosmic cat that let red shoot in spaces to the left and right. Each of the pets only works with certain color characters, but they all have amazing game breaking abilities. And the box comes with 10 in it. Night of the Necropede comes with 2 more, and the Fashion and Pets pack adds 4 more pets. So 16 pets that you can play with in the game, all like amazing game breaking, some of them based on real people's pets, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, the real flamingo was the
Flambeau.
Flambeau. Commander Flambeau is based after a real life animal who another person sponsors at a zoo.
Yep.
Okay.
Commander Flambeau.
Commander Flambeau.
Commander Flambeau.
Hey guys, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the time agent. Like for example, let's say I clicked on that one, and then it has all these additional things. So acrylic stands, things like that. But it looks like the time agent version comes with those already. So is that like extra ones, or how does that work exactly?
Yeah, if you wanted to add on whatever you wanted to add on. So you can actually add on a whole second copy of the game and all the extra good stuff if you really wanted to. But yeah, the time agent does come with
with most things, and then the difference between this and maybe the next tier has the mat.
Everything. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It has the light up kit and the mat.
Yeah, so you get the coins and the lights and
gotcha.
It's basically essential upgrades and then like
Fancy
opulent
Sure.
upgrades.
Yeah. And then you got fancy with I see that. So you can get that and add on the lights of opulent extravagance.
Yeah.
I see that.
Definitely a
And
thing.
instead of the ROUS, you have the MOUS, the big MOUS. For those that get the Princess Bride reference.
You didn't get the
It's all
rent
princesses
reference,
everywhere.
so
I didn't get the rent reference because I've only watched it once.
I've never watched it, and I still.
Don't be so smug, Octavius. Don't be so smug.
So smudge.
Just because you were the first one to get your princess giant girl form, what is it called? The
magical girl transformation.
Magical girl transformation.
Yeah, you gotta magically transform for battle.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's the original plaid versus all the things, the Fashion Hunter, Time Agent, the Titan, where you get all the different things. So definitely go and check it out. Get all the things.
Oh, there you go.
Even if you can't,
That's
if you
a
can't
nice
afford it,
chart.
get some of the smaller things. Get some of the smaller things. Just get the comic book, or just get the the whatever.
Yeah, no, like the comic book really helps. Graham did an incredible job on it. And he just did it and donated it because he believed in the project. Yeah.
There's the art if you want to see what some of the art kind of looks like.
Yep, you can find it as that Seppy mentioned a motion comic with full cast and sound effects and all that sort of stuff on our YouTube if you wanted to.
You play the cat in the comic book?
Yes.
Oh, if you really want like a deep dive down the super weird where I can find Seppy doing dumb shit, there's 2 places, of course, you can find me. I was on 2 seasons of a D&D podcast where I did an elf with a Minnesotan accent. And that was only 2 years.
It was like something Starfire, wasn't it?
I wasn't aware that you could do a Minnesota accent.
Yeah, it was like something. So you said it on the podcast when you were here on the podcast.
Yeah, Pirate Starfinder.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Pirate Starfinder. Oh, feel the power of the Nord. That's something that you can go find. That exists on the internet that I can never take back. But I'm currently on the radio reenactment of the original Superman radio dramas. And so you can hear me be Superman and Clark Kent.
Where can we
What?
find that, Seppy?
Where can we find this gem of a thing?
Yeah, the WVFM version. Let me get
We
that
all
for you.
furiously search the internet.
Yeah, no,
Right.
it's in my Facebook feed. I'll
Clickety
get you
clack.
I'll get you a link for it.
WVFM, the Adult Hits radio station.
It is a thing. Here we go. It's a couple of weeks. But yeah, if you want to hear me, my Superman finds everything extremely amusing because humans are fragile and dumb.
Wow.
That's not, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's not incorrect. Where's the link? Epic, do you have the link? Link it.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know the link.
Yeah,
we're gonna find it.
You're gonna find it?
Yeah,
While you do that, I'm going to let's watch. Since we're still waiting for Raul, and if he doesn't show up by the time this is where we're tying up, then I'll just find someone else.
We can hang out until he shows up. Like people got lives. I thought it was. I had just shared it. It must be on one of my different things.
All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play the video for the Kickstarter. How's that sound?
Ooh, let's do it.
A galaxy in peril. With the fashion tyrant gone, the necropede runs wild. The Temporal Intergalactic Armed Response Agency, or TIARA, is our hope once again. Agents dress for battle, face off against the worst classic space problems. More thrills, more peril, and an even more dangerous boss battle. Conquest Princess, Fashion is Power is a cooperative 1 to 4 player bag builder board game. A single bag of destiny determines your fate. Manipulate probability to complete your mission. Move.
Getting in position.
Shoot.
When in doubt, blast it out.
Or engage with your problems.
Location is everything. Let's do this together.
Use the might of fashion and friendship to change the future. Are you up for the challenge? The universe still needs your help.
Fashion is power.
I haven't watched that video in a month and a half, and
Yeah.
it is amazing seeing the difference in what the game looked like a month and a half ago now with what is actually going to print as we're proofing things for printing this week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's something that people care about. Yeah, this is gonna hit late summer, Nick. We're on schedule.
You're on schedule. You're not behind. You're on.
How satisfying is that process for you? And show, like, looking at, like, you know, you have a beta process or whatever you have, and then you make some changes and getting like the finished product, like, there we have it, we got it sorted and figured out. That process, is it nerve-wracking? Is it satisfying? Is it something that your stomach hurts and then you're better? How does that work for you guys?
It's like you were there, Octavius.
Yeah, it is both exhilarating and exhausting.
It is so yeah. No amount of proofing will ever make you error-free. Like, there are things that Mark and I have looked over like 90 times in the last 3 months that we ask ourselves this question and go, oh yeah, and forehead slap. Like, yeah. The thing with that, it's about morale and vision. Morale is you cannot be crushed every time you find an error because you will always find something to fix.
Or something that you wish you had more time to spend on.
Right. And yeah. And then the other morale is people who are having a good time and laughing generally are more mentally accurate. And so you'll find more things if you take a moment to laugh and smile and tell dumb jokes. And there's a lot of dumb jokes.
But it's great to be able to push the button and see the things uploading to the printer site, even though you know that they're gonna come back from one person who's looking at it, and there's going to be some little minor one little thing that's like a millimeter off center that you're going to have to go back and fix. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and then there's the actual proofing process when you get physical objects back.
Yeah.
And you discover that a digital universe and a physical universe don't always match up.
Yeah.
So that is, yeah.
That stuff that we're looking at on the page right now, with what we played with on Tabletop Simulator, you saw us like flipping the ship sectors over and playing a lot on the tiara, and like just looking at that green tiara, that's an old tiara. Now the different ship sectors of the tiara match colors with the ship sectors on the halo. So like the engineering is green and teleporter is yellow, and yeah.
All right, I'll show you one more thing on TTS. You guys still have access to see that thing?
Yeah,
we do. Speaking of TTS
out,
too, is this something that would be available for people to purchase, or is this just for your own amusement, or to be on podcasts and things like that to demonstrate?
This is for sharing with podcasters and for testing.
Sure.
There are some problems in and without all this, and there's also historically TTS has not been great to trans people. Yeah, and so
Understand.
we use it, but we're aware of the deal, and so we would prefer folks like check out our games on Sovereignty. This game is so big, I don't know what platform we're gonna be, but can you guys? You guys are loading. Can you see this, Octavius?
I can see the board. There's a lot going on here.
All right,
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of different stuff.
All right, so this is the same game you just played, sort of. This is the boss battle mission, and it's called Conquest Princess versus the Fashion Tyrant.
Okay.
In this one, the battle takes place in 3 places. It takes place, obviously, Power Ranger style on the ship itself, where putties are attacking you on the ship.
Okay.
It takes place as the Conquest Princess.
Giant robot.
As the actual giant robot battling Voltron style, the shades of the fashion shades, which are basically copies of the Conquest Princess.
It's Dark Link.
And then it takes place in the inner core, where your pet co-pilots are trying to fight off this blob who's trying to eat up the power core.
Oh my gosh! And this is available. This is with. This is a scenario with it.
Base box, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so just so you know.
No wonder it's 17 pounds.
Yeah, like seriously. And the reason that this looks the way it is, you do control the giant robot by DDR.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Yep. Now the final version of this, all those cards that you're seeing, white outlines and stuff, it's all full color, and it looks a lot fancier. The wrist blasters that we were blasting away on are also now smaller. The sideboard that's holding all the tiles and where things go to disintegrate is also smaller. We hear people talking about the table presence of this game, and it had room to shrink, and so we made it shrink.
Sure.
This is the most Asian thing ever about its development. So my co-designers are Peter and Patrick Yang. Okay, and we made Mark do this when he came to town. Well, we just played on the freaking floor, right? Well, they're like, compared to table space, floor space is whatever. And you saw, Octavius, when we were playing together, how you would shoot. I would pick up the guy and put it over here, and then you put the tile down. So I was doing half of the cleanup for you while we were playing, right?
Right. I appreciate the cleanup.
And you have to do that when you play on the floor. It was very natural for the 3 of us to play that way, but it ended up creating, like, this isn't even the largest or even close to the largest version of this game. The largest version of this game is literally 30% even larger than what it was.
Oh man.
But yeah, we did the math yesterday, and that board that we were just looking at, the sideboard, shrunk by 35%. And then the wrist blasters that have all your action coins shrunk by what, 60%? Is that what we decided?
Yeah,
Yeah.
62%.
Yeah.
So, so this is the final, like the Bass battle is you are in the Conquest Princess itself, and you are Power Rangers fighting off these scenarios, and it is its own fun, weird animal. The other two scenarios from the base game that you guys haven't seen, I'll load those up real quick. The standard mission, the pet rescue, looks like this.
And Raul, by the way, Raul will not be on today. He messaged me. He messaged me. He said he had an emergency come up. So we do have an alternate that we will raid once we are ready.
Okay, when you're ready.
It is very good to have this accessible. I know you got to strike that balance between, hey, we like big things and like tactile stuff, and we want to see all the cool stuff, but then also having it available in a smaller space or setting.
This one looks familiar. I've played this one.
This is the standard mission.
Yeah.
And the standard mission, you see you have the tutorials, invasion, and then the beaches, Mechapede. Well, you have to manage.
It's not a space invasion.
No,
it's an invasion from space.
Invasion from space, not a space. They're not space invaders.
And so the last one in that collection would be the advanced mission. I'll show you that, and we'll be done. Is the advanced mission, Conquest Princess advanced mission. Now you've seen all the modules available for the game. And so we take any one of these modules and recombine it in a different way, and suddenly you have a whole new set of problems. Yeah, it's crazy.
And all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so in this one, you are fighting on a planet, moving through that planet, and you are also controlling or riding next to the giant robot out in space.
Yeah, Johnny Sacco style. You are hanging on to the outside of the Conquest Princess, making things happen in that mission. Yeah. So there
Lots
you
of
go.
shooting space blobs.
Awesome.
Blobs.
Great. Some awesome stuff, guys. Go and check it out.
Johnny Sacco style. Okay, that's a old reference. Love it.
All right, we're gonna raid on out, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Seppy. Thank you, Octavius. We're gonna go on a raid over to Tabletop Live Network. They're doing some a little tabletop podcast. Maybe we can mention what we were doing when we do the raid. So go ahead and use your raid emotes, use my raid emotes, use Octavius's raid emotes. I don't care whose raid emotes you use. Just go in there and say hello. Make your voices known. Tell them what we were doing. Tell them we were playing Conquest Princess by Fighting a Box with less than 24 hours left on the Kickstarter. That's what you want to do. Do it now. For Seppy, Mark, and Octavius, I am Nick, and thank you all for joining us today on Epic Realms. I will be back tomorrow for some Skull and Bones. And of course, let's not forget, this Sunday, I am going to be doing the Pirate Takeover stream here. Identity Crisis, we're kind of combining streams, and Pirates are going to take over. Captain Maxwell Drake, Captain Jerome Flynn, and then after that, we're going to raid into Daku Bera. Octavius is going to guest on that stream, as well as they talk all things paranormal. Or many things paranormal. Well, certain things paranormal. I'm not sure. You're going to have to come along with us and find out on that very special Thick and Spooky Ghouls podcast with special guest Octavius on Sunday, and that's at 6 p.m. Central. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll see you guys down the road. Have a good one, guys, and take care.
Bye, everybody.